a little morning graze in the coulee under the high-level bridge. We are in Lethbridge for this Tim Hortons Brier. And look at this, lined up to get into the NMAX Center for a very big day as two unbeatens, Bottcher and Dunstone, get ready to play as we could decide Pool A today. Let's show you what happened last evening. Pool B play, and our featured was wildcard number 1 Brad Gushue against Manitoba and Mike McEwen. And this was in 8, and Gushue just looking very good. No Olympic hangover at all.
Great shot.
And that will get him 2 as he picks up the win and now goes 5-0. Elsewhere on the ice, Gunlickson got a couple of deuces to pick up the win. It was a 4 and 3 stolen points for a British Columbia team that picks up the win, and Northern Ontario Brad Jacobs go to 5-1. So as we take a look at the standings last night, leave Gushue, Jacobs top of the table, Gunlickson, Fleming, McEwen right now at 2, so you would think those are the teams. Fournier has a tough finish. Those are the teams really in contention. Meanwhile, look what's coming up now, Dunstone and Bottcher. As on this Wednesday morning, we do say hello Canada and welcome back as we are now in the, as they say, the penultimate day of round robin play, just 2 to go. Kathy alongside. How big is this game when you think about Dunstone against the defending champions? Because if Dunstone wins, he clinches the group. If you lose it, well, then, of course, you go into that head-to-head situation. My gosh, Dunstone has just absolutely looked so good.
Well, he has, and you look at those 2 bronze medals in a row and you learn something from them. The first time Vicky said I was just learning, but last year they felt they deserved that game. They controlled that game, and when you look at the numbers, it is the back end of Braden Moskowy and Matt Dunstone that are slightly better than this Team Canada back end.
And coming off that win over Cooey, which he says was a statement game for them, proving to them that they belong to be here. Who would have ever thought that Bottcher and Team Canada would have come in here seeded 9th? And of course, all what went around, the Darren Moulding and Pat Jansen filling in and coming in now at 3rd. But hey, Jansen has fit quite nicely, thank you.
Well, I think he has silenced all of the doubters this week. We've seen him not only call the line, that was a concern. He played 2nd, now he's playing 3rd, but it is the shot making, Vic. He has gone toe-to-toe with everyone in this field and come out just fine.
And Jansen has said watching from the bench the last 2 years has helped him fit in as nicely as he has. So that is it. It's a big one, and it's coming up from here in Lethbridge.
The Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, Here's How. By Scotties Facial Tissue, Unleash the Scotties. And by New Holland, proud supporter of Curling Canada.
To find your way even into the playoffs, into that last weekend, you've got to win a lot of tough games and you've got to play your best. Keep in it as much as you can, keep that focus, and if you've done that and you've taken it 1 game at a time, then hopefully you're standing out on the ice at the end of the week.
There's no free spaces on the bingo card out there. It's awesome. I mean, it's great for Canadian curling. Super excited, and at this point, very happy, very proud, and we feel like we're in the best position we've ever been to go home with that tankard.
No free spaces on the bingo card, but boy, I tell you, this one for Dunstone. He would complete the card and go bingo if he wins this one. Let's meet the teams now. Brought to you by Home Hardware, Here's How. The defending champions, Team Canada, hail from the Saville Community Sports Centre in Edmonton with Brendan Bottcher as the skip, the familiar front end of Carrick Martin and Brad Thiessen, and Pat Jansen now throwing the 3rd stones. Wild card number 2, that is Dunstone from the Highland Curling Club in Regina, skipped by 26-year-old Matt Dunstone with Dustin Kidby, Kirk Myers, and Braden Moskowy at 3rd. Playing, of course, for the Brier Tankard, the Tim Hortons Brier, here at the NMAX Center on this Wednesday morning. And wild card Dunstone won the draw to the button, so he will have the last rock. playing the Yellowstones. Team Canada plays the red, and settling in to get us underway. This is the Team Canada lead, Carrick Martin.
Well, Carrick put it right on the lid. It was Brendan Bottcher that bit the top of the forefoot. That was the difference with the team Dunstone, putting them both in the forefoot.
Go ahead.
And so that all-important hammer this morning goes to Matt Dunstone. He can dictate the play.
Go ahead. 14-7.
So this is what we know.
Nice, Carrick.
You've got the two teams who are undefeated, Bottcher 5-0, Dunstone 6. It's 9 teams. It's an 8-game round robin. If he wins Dunstone, he does clinch first place. If you lose it, however, if Bottcher wins, then it could come down, of course, to head-to-head if they should remain tied at the end of round robin tomorrow. And because of a win by Bottcher, he would be given first place. So that's how important this game is for these two teams.
Yeah, it's good. Right on your broom, Maddie.
Yeah, make sure we're here.
And most of the teams will tell you, as long as you get into that top 3, that is their goal. But when you can find your way to be first and have 2 chances.
Well, there you go. You get rid of an elimination game.
You do.
Right? That's the key. That's the big one.
Your line's good.
Tight.
That weight's good. Easy right now.
2/3.
Well, expecting a terrific game this morning. Both teams know the depth of each other and know that it's not going to be good enough to run them up and down, so expect some terrific shot making and lots of rocks in play.
All the way.
Okay.
Get the weight, right?
Well, they guarded the wrong side, because you can see that what is accessible now is the opportunity to hit what you can see and roll behind the corner guard. And then Brendan Bottcher and his team will be chasing right away.
Yeah, that's, you know, you don't.
Heavy board.
Just clean.
Sometimes those corners will go up and you'll never get a chance to use them.
Clean.
And they get an opportunity right away.
Clean.
Dustin Kidby
Almost easy.
off it and roll it over, and now it needs to settle and not peak. And it will hang on to that back edge, but might be gettable from that out-turn side.
Good throw.
Good spin.
Oh, yeah. Problem is, you don't play out here. You don't even throw anything out in practice out here.
Not usually that far out, but you know, we're in the 4th or 5th full-time day, and they've had a lot of opportunities during the game. So anticipating what the curl will do.
Watch this now.
We're good.
And good they are. And they'll bang it on the beat. Also a morning draw. Tendency, the ice can be a little different in the mornings.
Can be a little bit crisper. We heard numbers in the high 14s, almost 15. The rocks will carry more, be able to take it a little bit further.
Easy.
Sliver hard, maybe, but close.
Weight's good.
In a 7th Brier appearance for Kirk Myers.
Got a curl for nose here.
Good weight.
Good.
The sliver.
Good shot.
Good weight.
Attaboy.
How's the weight? Good. No more? Good, though.
Actually ran nice.
Yeah, they're the same.
Same.
Let's take a look at the keys to the game. We'll start with Team Canada.
Well, Stop Thief refers to Matt Dunstone. They are second amongst all teams at stealing. Want to make sure that you protect against that. And the pivot with Pat is that he has demonstrated that he is capable of making all shots. So if you're in trouble, switch tactics, start to bail on his.
Clean.
Looking for the roll, and we'll get it as they take it away from that
Great
corner.
shot. Very good.
Give us the same, I'll time it. Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at the keys for wild card 2 and Matt Dunstone.
Well, let them sweep. When Matt has not made his draws this week, he has been heavy. Just marginally, but always heavy. You've got great brushers. Let them take it there. Use the strength that you have in front of you and a strong start. Coming into this game, it is the front end of Team Canada that is marginally, but still better than the front end of Matt's.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue, an obvious choice for Western Canadians for over 95 years. really quite seamless, to be honest with you, as Pat Jansen's
Clean. Easy.
fitting with this team.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
And having to shut out all the noise,
Curl.
as Bottcher has said, too,
Clean.
surrounding
Clean. We're on the nose.
the release of Darren Moulding. After
Too much ice,
a
Pat.
disappointing
Good throw.
trials, really, for both these teams. They both went 3-5 at the trials, and then came the word after that.
Shade big too.
Well, and I think that for Pat, some of the chemistry would
more than
have been there
Kirk's.
already because, as you had mentioned, Vic, he's been part of this team as an alternate. So you know what players need. You've had the honest, frank conversations. I think the question mark more was the shooting ability and the line calling, having played at this level, but at the second position. And he has silenced those people that have questioned.
So Jansen from Pickering, Ontario, is the import, as it were. One Brier appearance, that was with John Epping back in 2018, and then, as I said, the alternate for the last couple of years.
Pretty solid.
Clean.
Oh, solid, easy.
Hair solid.
You know, it's also, how many times in sport do we often say, this is your moment to step up? And, you know, some people were saying, oh my gosh, he's had to go to Jansen. There was nobody available. Because when you think about it, where are you going to get a third to play with Bottcher? Where are you going to look when you look around the game? So naturally, you go to the alternate. This is his moment to step up and shine. And he's making the most of it.
Well, he certainly is. And for Brendan Bottcher, the selection pool, he could not choose anyone that had competed in a provincial or territorial championship. You only have the right to vie for your country or for your province once, so he had to look at people that either didn't play, but I don't think they looked very far because in their backyard and on their bench over the last couple of years, they had someone they had a lot of confidence in, and that's Pat.
Yeah, that limits the choices for sure.
Now, you did not play in the Ontario Playdown, so I'm sure you would have been available.
He was, yeah, he just went right by that, didn't he?
And we're just trying to nose or roll a hair Cark's way?
I think we nose for now. Then we play a roll on the last one.
Okay. Fresh.
And you do that, Vic, because if you go hard for the roll right now, Matt's going to be chasing and play a draw down to you, and now you've got a very difficult shot, or you wind up giving up two. You stay out in the wings, and if Matt rolls, well, now you're on your final stone. You make the freeze.
Nice shot.
Good scrub.
Yeah.
And bopped it out just a titch. That's good.
Never fail to communicate. Everything. So I popped it out just a titch.
Too bad, man.
Just to let you know.
That's always about learning.
You want to take the roll on with
Dunstone could barely stop smiling after that game against Kevin Cooey. He said it was maybe one of the most fun games that he'd been involved in a long time. He said the shots being made on both sides and then the chirping at each other. We had heard them going back and forth. But the fact that it's a statement game, most of all. That
nice easy.
The two bronze medals weren't
easy.
a mistake. We belong here. And who knows, maybe Wildcard will win a first Brier title. We've got some good wildcard teams, and of course, wildcard number one is Brad Gouger.
Good shot.
That was 10.5. Exactly what Kirky gave.
Perfect weight, yeah.
Great throw.
So Matt trying to keep the play out in the wings, would love to be able to blank in the situation. But for Brendan, the roll is key. That guard is nice and tight to the house, so a roll under makes it tricky for Matt.
Easy.
Yeah, easy.
Easy. Whoa, close. Close. Whoa, curl.
Curl. Curl. Curl.
Easy.
Hard. Hard.
There you go. The bees are back. And looking for that roll.
Good scrub.
Yeah, just stop.
Pound heavy.
Just 10 seconds on it. It's a little heavy there.
Looking for the blank, and if they get it, both teams, you think, happy with their starts?
I think so. It's the morning draw. You want to keep things relatively simple, not get into trouble early. If there was an opportunity for two, Matt would have taken it, no question. But we'll be comfortable with this blank. And keeping last rock.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep. Hard clean. Yep. Gotta go. Hard.
Kirk Myers.
Gotta go.
So that'll get the blank. They're happy with the start. Are you happy with the start?
I'm happy with the start.
Okay, we're all happy with the start. We'll come back with more to Lethbridge.
Your line's good. Halfway. Half. Your line's good.
Carrick Martin throwing lead stones for the defending champions, Team Canada.
Curl a little.
As we welcome you back.
Gotta curl
On
a
this
little.
Wednesday morning, Team Canada against wildcard number 2, Matt Dunstone of the Highland in Regina, both undefeated. And a familiar looking start after that blank in the first. Similar situation, in goes Team Canada, corner goes up by Dunstone, and then they cap it. Now he'll try to go behind. Let's take a look at the other games on the ice. Colton Flash nearly in a situation where they must win. You don't want to drop to 3 with so many games still to play against Yukon. We're playing on sheet B.
Real good line. Good line.
Meanwhile, New Brunswick playing against Prince Edward Island, playing it out, and so are Ontario, Newfoundland, and Labrador. 4 losses.
Yep. Go ahead. This is your spot right here, guys. Go. Yep. Go ahead.
It's just
Hard.
a difficult,
Hard.
difficult
Don't stop.
Yep.
format and round robin. You've got the 18 teams and 2 pools of 9, so we say 3 is probably the limit. I think in the other pool, if I remember correctly, we could have still 4 teams at 6 and 2.
I almost don't mind chasing it with back line, and if you come off that one, you're good.
That's my thought too. It's like backline-ish. Speed should be nice here.
Yeah.
Well, because the stagger on the guard was different this end, it didn't expose the stone on the corner guard side. That's why Matt chose to ignore it. But it is so perfect that Brendan Bottcher is concerned about it. Even if he touches the corner over, will open it up.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a good shot, Brad.
And there you go,
That'll
just
play.
chips it sideways,
Very
rolls
good.
it in as well. All right, Kathy, busy. You're going to keep your eye on this one, too. Let's start off our updates with New Brunswick against PEI.
Well, and a great opportunity in this first end for James Grattan to open this game with a pair with Hammer, already lying 1. Looking for any piece of the paint.
Line's a bit tight. Over curling this.
And you can hear the voice of Darren Moulding, of course, throwing third stones for New Brunswick, joining them for their provincials.
Good hand.
And advancing to the Brier, but a disappointing event for them as they come in at 1 and 5, pick up a couple. Throwing the second stones, Brad Thiessen for Team Canada.
Well, that jam by Kirk has really made this shot a wide open hit, and that's because of his first stone, referring to Brad, with that little bit of a tick and roll under, and now you've got a pile belonging to Brendan Bottcher.
Now it just spills out into the open. So they're sitting the 3 without last rock.
Smooth. Yep.
Hey, buddy. There you go. Smooth.
3/4 low.
Little hard.
Yeah. Clean.
It's a little hard.
Kirk Myers.
Clean. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep. Clean.
Heel.
Yep. Whoa.
Gotta be low.
Whoa.
Get it over there, Deuce.
Got to be low. Boy, he nearly touched them all.
He did.
And then just rolls it out and peeks on that intern side.
Really close to making the triple.
Okay.
Okay, let's go over. This has been a disappointing week for Glenn Howard, of course, fighting the knee problems coming in as he goes against Newfoundland and Labrador and Nathan Young.
Well, you see that little bit of wobble. Glenn Howard is one of the most classic deliveries all time.
Hasn't curled
but
yet.
when your knee is bothering you, I think that sometimes the focus has been feeling the pain and trying to stay straight, because drawing has been a bit of a difficulty for him this week, and that is so not normal. But in this end, makes no mistake.
To pick up a couple against Nathan Young and a very young team, the youngest in the field, the junior champions out of Newfoundland and Labrador.
Oh, it's so exciting to see a team of that, you know, youth be here and competing.
Braden Moskowy, of course, if you're just joining us, returning to the team. He did not play with them at the trials in Saskatoon.
Clean up. Whoa. Hard. Whoa. Hard.
And he has meant a lot. Look at that roll underneath.
Oh, such a nice shot. And when you look at these two teams, we know we're in for a good day, not only because their records are undefeated, but there's so little to choose. No one has a plus, that 5%. But look at the difference. If you start at the bottom, it is the edge to Team Bottcher, slightly better than their opponents. But when you compare thirds and skips, that edge then goes to Matt Dunstone. I know it's not a plus, but over time, if that little 2%, that can make a difference on a big shot, and it can be a difference in a win.
Pat Jansen.
Your line's good.
Weight's close. Top 8.
I think we can wait.
Easy right now.
Okay, we
Top
can
4.
wait.
No, we're top 4.
Top 4.
Top 8 now.
Top 8.
Always
Brad's
Line's
rock.
good. Line's good.
Gotta go a little.
Whoa.
Weight's
Whoa.
really close.
Close. Yep.
Gotta go. Come on,
Yep.
Brad.
Yep. Hard.
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 They can just
spot.
overlap
Very
this
good.
a little bit.
Pretty good.
Good pair.
Perfect.
Easy. Smooth.
Easy. What's the weight?
You like smooth?
I was thinking easy, but if you like
Easy's
smooth-
best way to make the shot. Easy.
Brad
Take
Jacobs, the
time.
#1 team at 90% Northern Ontario.
Clean.
Just easy.
Whoa.
So
Clean.
to the
Little light.
nose to
Little
run
light.
it back and
Whoa.
remove the stone,
Clean.
just thrown by
Whoa.
Pat.
Clean.
Well, if you
Yep,
can just
air
run
light.
this back and
Yep,
pick it off
clean
that
up.
corner, what a
Whoa.
shot this would
Whoa.
be.
Whoa. Off.
What do you got? Well, he's going to touch
Oh,
it,
boy.
but push
Go,
it
go, go,
back.
go.
Very nice, Moss.
And push it
Great shot.
all the way through. And
Great
now
shot.
look at the
Good
yellows.
weight,
Look at what can be promoted as well.
Boy. Hell of a shot. Hell of a shot. Thanks, buddy.
And a great outcome because he moved his own Yellowstone behind the guard.
Double, I guess. No double. Probably get it over top and yeah.
Do we ever freeze that?
Thin to me.
Do you see
Freeze.
much else?
Freeze through the holes. Pretty
That,
good.
that was the only thing I saw. It's tough. It's a tough hole.
If you could walk it down, just
Yeah.
Tough shot, but yeah.
It's too hard to get it through there. Probably jamming.
it could go, but you'd have to get a little cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that or the double.
That looks just so thin to
They're
me.
both
Boss.
pretty tough.
Other thing we can do is make this double.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Huge
mind
fan of
that.
that.
Hair thick. And
Make a
hair's
double,
not
and
right.
then hopefully we get a double at the end.
Yeah.
You could get lucky on that one and clip the top of the two too.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I think that's probably our shot.
Well, they were talking about freezing that
they
stone.
were. They were talking about coming in here, Vic, and freezing this stone. But your
don't think it's gonna
challenge
do
with
much.
this is not a very big
2
path
thirds, yeah.
to get through with that precise weight. And with Outlast Rock, he's gone back to the more defensive play. They talked about that
Make this
double in the
top double.
house. It's so
we can play it
thin.
a little thin. We might get the side one as well.
Oh, maybe get them all, he thinks.
Do you guys see much
Angle
else?
it back, come over, catch the stone top edge
That
of the
outturn draw
hole.
through that hole is not easy.
No.
There you go. Looks like he's listening to you.
Just don't know 100%
Kathy
where
says
I put
it's
the
not
maroon.
very-
Eh, she said that's pretty tight.
So we're not going to play this.
Yep.
Bottcher.
Yep.
And his first.
Hard! Hard! Hard!
He angle it back when you got no. Oh, goodness. Can't imagine doing that.
That went from an option of being really good to really bad to just not working.
Well, look what's up now. I mean, there's a chance to sit 3
You
here.
bet there is. Catches it, but
That's unfortunate.
a little bit thicker. And 2 things happen. One, he probably makes contact with both, but for sure he removes
That's
one.
unfortunate.
Might as well
Bad break.
If we knows it, so be it.
Yeah. Out turn. Try and hit you 2/3.
I think this out turn will be, or his in turn a little bit more.
Whatever
Let's go
you
in
know.
turn here. In turn smooth.
Sure.
Try to hit
3/4,
that
2/3. I'm
2/3.
gonna hit 2/3.
Yeah, I'll throw it just smooth.
Sure.
Try and hit 2/3. Push that yellow over there.
Love it, Matty.
Heel.
Just smooth.
Yep. Be smooth.
Yep.
Smooth weight, 2/3.
It's a 4th Brier appearance for Matt Dunstone, who now makes his home in Kamloops. The 2-time Canadian junior
Not quite
champion
smooth.
out of Manitoba.
Yep.
Just hard normal.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. I got you. Yep. I'm gonna roll right beside it.
And leaves him flat, but
Good, Matty.
not the greatest result.
shot,
I guess
Matty.
he wanted to set a little more separation.
He sure did.
Good
Nice
job.
shot, Matty. Hi, boy. Good throw.
Little safe.
Yeah, good throw. Good smart throw.
Interesting. I mean, that's a little safe. I'm just going to
Still trying to get it just beside it, kind of thing.
almost
Great
to
job.
say, you know what, 3 would be great. I'll take my deuce here.
And a 2 in a game like this is good.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
1, 2, and away they go. So he'll have a chance for 2.
Shot.
Dunstone.
Good.
That first shot, though, for him,
Close
Bottcher.
on the first one.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one that's costing him.
Easy.
Yep.
Easy on the nose.
Matt, very methodical, deliberate, really important. Because these shots, as you look at the hammer efficiency, which is very high, very good, are as important as the really big shots. And sometimes people just take their focus off what seems to be more routine, but these are the routine shots that get you 2 points.
Hard, Kurt. Come on.
Clean.
Clean. Okay, easy. Clean. Oh, boy.
Myers and Kidby with the dust.
job,
Moskowy raises his hand to
Yeah,
acknowledge
I
a
know.
good throw. And 2 go on the board here in the second for Matt Dunstone on this Wednesday morning in Lethbridge. Wednesday morning, the Tim Hortons Brier from Lethbridge in an all-important game here in Pool A, the Battle of the Unbeatens.
Go all you want.
Matt Dunstone getting on the board first, scoring 2 in the second. So here in 3 for the first time in the game, it will be Brendan Bottcher, defending champions out of Edmonton, that do have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstone. I do find it interesting in his comments. We mentioned at the top that
Boy. Good job.
you're the defending champions and you're almost forgotten.
Yes.
And
A good hack.
9th seed. And as he says, I feel like the underdog here, and I'm the defending champion.
For sure. And I can understand why he feels that way. I'm sure the team feels disrespected by those that made the decision that they weren't going to be one of the top teams. Nothing has changed on this team but at one position, but that is such a critical position that lots of questions were asked about whether Pat Janssen could go toe-to-toe with Mark Nichols, Mark Kennedy, and the other great thirds in this field. And he's holding his own.
It is, and it's also
Nice shot, Cart.
it's also the drama prior to coming here, because it wasn't, in my humble opinion, handled
Not
well.
heavy, weight's good.
And with Moulding having family here in Lethbridge,
heartbreaking.
oh, so this is his home. And so the crowd here isn't necessarily going to be on Bottcher's side, albeit they are an Alberta team and the defending champions. So they have that going against them as well.
Well, I think the teams change all the time, and beyond the sensitivities of people being cut, that's one thing. I think where the issue became is because they were Team Canada, had the bye back into the Brier, to be cut then and feel like you've been taken out of an opportunity to represent Canada at a Brier in your hometown. Right. That's where the sensitivities are. We've heard Cooey's team talking about this is their last hurrah, they're breaking up, and nobody's quibbling about that because next year is a brand new year, you're starting over.
Right.
Hard, you got it, you got it, you got it, you got it.
Great shot, Brad. Very good.
Oh boy, Brad, that's a good shot. Perfect.
Pushes it to the edge, holds it on the edge.
Well, and it's great because it forces play away from the middle, and these ones are tough to stick on. You roll a little bit either way and you're out of the house.
Easy. Easy. It's more weight, though.
Well then.
More weight than the last one. It's weight's good,
clean.
though. It's easy.
Full easy. Just clean. Clean to it.
It's like closer to 10.
Yep, clean to it. Hard a bit.
Attaboy.
Good. Attaboy.
Good.
Well, in the first, we saw James Grattan score a 2 against Prince Edward Island. This is Tyler Smith, second appearance out of the Crapo Community Curling Club, PEI.
Well, I've seen a lot of Tyler Smith in my day, playing juniors around the same age as Jacques, and even though he didn't get to a final of a Canadian junior, always a team that was tough to beat. He came in and skipped as an alternate last year at the Brier, learned a few things, and was appointed this year out of PEI, and these are the kind of shots that Tyler can make.
The 6-time PEI junior champion.
And very laid back. I saw him the first game. I said, "Are you nervous?" He said, "No."
Oh, just brings that island mentality with it.
Yeah, which is wonderful.
Yeah. Braden Muscowie.
Hard.
Heel.
Hard.
Hard, hard, hard. Heel.
Real hard.
Hard.
Whoa, whoa.
Hard.
We stick it. I think sticking in, no chance.
Okay, Moss.
Okay, Moss, nice shot. I like even just straight T is pretty good.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, it's 14 and a half, 14-7.
So opportunity to split the house, try to get that deuce back.
Line's good.
I thought we were close, Pat.
T-line. It's a hair less than yours.
Yes.
Easy for line.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
We're T.
It's not bad.
T. Oh, it's running real straight.
Yeah, it's going a hair farther than I.
Okay, like in here I'll play.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's there.
In there I'll play. That'll play, Pat. Good shot.
Nice.
That's a good spot.
It's good.
Good shot, Pat.
So getting you caught up after giving up a steal of one. Saskatchewan and Colton Flash out of the Nutana. Saskatoon replies with a couple. And Ontario adds to their total with a steal of one in the second.
Gotta go.
Hard, buddy.
Come on, gotta go. Hard, Kirk.
Hard, buddy, hard.
Gotta go.
Anything you get up.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Moss.
Sorry, boys.
Tough on Mosky. That's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like mine.
Yeah.
Well, here if he
All we
says
need
to
is
Matt, I don't know
full
whether he just underthrew that or got a little bit soft out of his hand.
Is this 4 feet off? Yeah. Just
I
a
think
hair.
almost
left.
the same. Yeah, a couple feet.
Yeah. Just a hair.
And you're wanting to force play to the wings. Brendan does not want to go behind that center guard because that gives Matt Dunstone the out. He could freeze to it and take away the benefit. He knows that if they're out in the wings, Matt has to chase.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
It's always got to curl.
It's also the color too, is it not? I mean, it is
You got to go, Brad.
wild card Dunstone stone that they
Get
could
it
run
over
back
here.
to.
Get it over here. Get it over
Go
here.
ahead,
Hard.
Where are you going here?
That's a good spot. That's a good spot.
Yeah, that works. There are sitting 3.
Good. We just had to get it high of that other one.
Yeah. You good, I think?
Good throw.
Thanks.
And it works because it takes away the double across the house. And for Matt to get the double, you can see that his shooter is not going to be able to roll underneath. It will stay open.
Half rock here, guys.
You got her, Matty.
Hey, Matty.
Go get her, bud.
Yeah, that being said, though, I mean, if you're Dunstone, you take the double and leave your shooter in the open. I mean, if you can get rid of a couple.
Oh, getting rid of 2 is huge here, Vic.
Yeah.
Inch more.
You can have a flag on it and say, I'm over here. I'll take the double. I'm over here. I don't mind. Just get rid of a couple.
Yep.
Skip Stone's here in 3.
Lean. Yep.
Hard.
Fires.
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Gotta go hard.
There you go.
Attaboy.
That'll
Boy,
help.
Matty. Beauty, bud.
Great shot, Matty.
Good job.
Great
Attaboy.
brushing to
Oh,
pull
nice
that
throw.
stone back.
Great job, Matty.
Oh, we're back.
I heard the
Set that
yellow right
pretty good and held
early.
there. Like I was on a way tighter line than I wanted to be, but
It seemed like it made a little move, hey?
yeah.
Did you think so too? or
Yeah, I
no?
did, because I was pretty hard back at you.
Yeah. It was nice, aggressive.
Yeah.
So seeing it, what you see is that even with that up weight, surprising that these stones, they'll get them to move. Huh?
They will for sure, and the brushers are able to keep it so straight. And I think for Matt, in that particular case, didn't want to take generous ice, wanted to make sure that if he was tight, he knew his brushers could bring it back, and they
I
did.
like it. Easy, guys, easy.
Not bad.
Just top T.
Not bad.
It's a. No.
Playing to the corner.
Not bad.
Playing to the corner.
Not
Line's
bad.
good. We're right here.
It's not
Trying to
bad.
set it up on an
Going back,
angle a
but it's not
little
bad.
bit.
Okay.
Just needs to sit. It's fine.
Nice shot. Beauty.
Good.
Good shot.
Nice
Thought I
shot.
slid a little slow, but gave you some.
Yeah, you gave it to them for sure.
Good throw.
Good, thanks.
Just there.
Yep.
Yep.
Easy weight. Split the center line on the roll, Deucey.
Just a nice, hardish, easy.
Okay.
Well, the roll behind the center not only protects it, but that guard belongs to Matt Dunstone. And that is his advantage if he's able to get under, because for Brendan Bottcher, running it back has to remove it. So you can expect that if there's any
That was
piece,
just
Brendan
easy
will
last time?
chase
Yep.
rather than
That
run.
easy, yep.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna give you more than that.
It's a great opportunity here so for him to get out and maybe just force. And he was looking at a
Easy.
mess before.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa, clean. Whoa.
Easy.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa. Off.
It's easy.
Off.
Close.
Just easy.
Off. Right off.
As he called it a easy,
Whoa.
hardish
Oh, yeah.
kind of weight. Oh, look at this. Oh, goodness. Can you drag it in?
Great shot.
Oh, he's just going to show a piece, though, on that
Good boy.
outturn side.
Good throw.
Very close. It just took a while to start the move.
Great shot.
5 would have been.
Ah, sorry, man.
Yeah.
So for Brendan Bottcher, edge to edge from the hack.
Just clean.
Yep.
So the numbers for Matt. Sorry, Vic, his ability to convert.
We saw at the Scotties. You have to be in that 50% range to be successful when you convert. And there you go.
Nice.
So picks up the 2. The defending champions against wild card 2.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just worried I was a smidge soft.
Well, into the Wayback Machine we go. Just to a year ago, these two teams know each other so well. This is a rematch, of course, of the semifinal in the Brier bubble of Calgary. And this was in the 10th. Down 5-4. Look at this. Bang for the win. And all that Braden Muscowie could do, watch him. Look at the reaction. He's hanging his head. As Brendan Bottcher picked up the win 6-5 to move on to the final against Kevin Cooey, and eventually winning that 4-2 to become the champion. And now wears the Team Canada colors here in Lethbridge. As we welcome you back on this Wednesday morning.
Good, we can wait.
So Bottcher replies with his own deuce in 3. We go to the 4th. Once again, Dunstone out of Regina with last ball. As the hammer play the Yellowstone.
And I asked Matt about that game. Just before I came here, Jacques and I watched that game all over, and we talked about the decision that Matt made of where to guard. And I said to him, when you look back at your bronze medal games, do you look at the strategy? And he said, no, it really is. He's just very much a fatalist. He said, I believe very much we played the best of our ability. We controlled that game. It was just not our time, and now it is.
And that's why he feels those 2 bronze medals mean a lot. Right?
Yes.
Tuck that knowledge away, as everybody at this level does. You use that experience. You remember. Do you remember that back there, or we did it then?
Hard. Big roll, big roll, big roll, big roll.
Good shot. Very good.
So very familiar starts to these ends, isn't it? I mean, particularly from Dunstone's point of view. In they go, Bottcher, he goes corner, up they go, cover it, cap it, and then around they try to go. It's a distinct game plan.
It is, and it's worked very well for them.
Well, that gets everything moving, and this will spill it back to the back edge. It's in the open, and now he's got a center guard and a corner to work with, Dunstone.
Moss called you on there.
For Brendan Bottcher, he's going to jump at the opportunity to get a second stone in around that center guard.
No, I don't. We're just going to need a little more than our draw the button path.
Okay. Should be okay out there. 14-7, you think? Yeah.
And remember, he's asking for the out. Why? Because he's the left-handed Brad Thiessen.
Well, and the only risk of changing this call is that if he wasn't fully buried with the other turn, there's not a corner guard. If he stays half in the open here, Matt has the opportunity to hit and roll behind the corner.
Just need it to stop. It's going to be half open.
Around he goes just that little bit deep, a little over curl as well. Showing now on the out-turn side for the right-hander. Oh, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reds. That's 5 for Saskatchewan. That's what's facing Yukon's Thomas Scoffin out of Whitehorse.
And Thomas has faced a lot of granite this week, but he has made some wonderful draw shots. And boy, he needs one here.
Now, remember now, Scoffin from Whitehorse, but he did spend time in Alberta. He won a U-Sport gold out of the University of Alberta. He was an Alberta skip, losing to Matt Dunstone in a Canadian junior final, and that's the kind of shot he can make.
Good shot, Base.
That is such a nice shot.
It's just that, Thomas, who's an accountant, goes back. He lives in Whitehorse. That's his home. It's just, if he elected to play anywhere else with some depth, he would be in. But that's home. I'm from Whitehorse. I'm from Yukon.
Solid board.
And
clean board. Solid board.
But he's a shot maker for sure.
Curl. Curl, 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 curl. It's a little heavy. That was a... Yeah. Good throw.
That's 3 times that's hung on me now.
Yeah. Staying straight.
Good. Almost peel.
A little confused why that stone stayed so straight. You could see in Brendan, he wasn't really sure. He felt he threw it well.
Never.
Okay.
Well, some early morning struggles for Braden. He's a much better player than we're seeing. You would expect that he would make that double 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah. 4. Same weight as it's been.
So taking that extra little bit more in this path, having just seen it with Brad, knows that it really does go.
Your line's good.
Big push. There, yeah.
Big push.
Weight's good.
Easy.
Weight's good.
Easy.
Wait.
Line's good.
Not bad.
Line's good.
Pretty close. We need
Can
to
curl a little.
Okay.
Curl a little. Gotta go. Gotta go a little.
Go, Cart.
Gotta go.
Go, Cart.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa,
overturn,
whoa,
overturn.
whoa.
Good judge.
Very good.
Really good.
Much better spot. It doesn't show anything.
Nice
Oh,
shot.
really nice weight.
I think that 3 might be a little straight.
I think the 3 he's referring to,
Little bit.
Pat, is his first stone that they were surprised it
Little
stayed as straight as it did.
Yep. No. Yep. Yep. Oh.
Well, and you'll drive it through. Wow.
Oh, boy.
Shot.
It's 2 frustrating stones then from Braden Moskowy.
Well, Matt made the audible, realizing it wasn't going to curl enough, tried to catch the back one.
Love this turn.
It's got to be close.
I think so. Yeah, I like
Yep.
the other turn. We do know it's so far.
Even with the yellow.
No, we just can't be tight guard or else it hits the guard.
Or
Right-
we're over curling.
right beside the
Sorry, I should have just
No,
called.
it's
Should have just called it to get
just
the
kind of
side.
unlucky. So close to coming up for the run double and a couple licks and we stick it. Just unlucky.
All right, you got it.
Line's a little tight.
So sitting 2 without the last draw. Team Canada, Brendan Bottcher, his first.
We're not in.
Hard, Brad. Okay.
Hard, Brad.
Hard, Brad.
Her breath.
Whoa, whoa.
Okay, line's
Decent.
pretty good.
Whoa.
We're right
are
beside.
we?
Right beside yellow.
Right here's perfect.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
hair pass, hair pass.
Whoa. Whoa.
Drove it. That's perfect.
Nice shot.
Good.
Much better than like just dead plant.
Yeah.
There's no. You either make the double peel or like there's no hole really. I
No.
mean, maybe.
No, there's no.
You know what I
nothing
mean? Like
into
you're getting
here.
contact with something. That's the one we want.
It's about 3/4.
Yeah.
I think that's our easiest one here.
I think so. 'Cause if I'm half rock, then we just make the double peel.
Yeah. Let's make this. We want to make this
Smooth.
smooth.
Well, looking at running their own.
2/3. Okay. I get it.
This one straight back. He may even get the double. Trying to find a way, and that's something that Matt does very well. Instead of just running the center guard and picking out a stone and maybe leaving one open to find himself in a force, he's trying to run his own back and nut it might even make the double. He has not given up at all the idea that he may still score 2 in this Anvik.
Yeah, that's. I mean, listen, you've said, I remember our old pal Ray Turnbull used to say it's a 2-on-1 shot here at this moment. So he still has 2.
Yes.
So use that first one as best you can, and then if you're forced, use your last one to get hit.
Smooth 3/4.
Smooth.
And Dunstone's first.
Yep.
Scowie on the line call. Myers on the brush. Wilton off. Here we go. Got one. And we'll get the shot rock and can't hold the Ray Stone.
Great shot.
Good job. Weight, eh?
Attaboy. Good weight, yeah.
Really nice.
Good shot, Matty.
Well, they got the shot stone out. And so Brendan will try to put it back. And there still is another yellow stone out front that can be raised for a similar kind of shot. Just had to curl up a little bit more.
The thing too, Kathy, is Bottcher has to be good with this one. I mean, the potential is still for Dunstone to maybe get out of this.
Oh, sure.
Brendan Bottcher, his last. He too with a youth sport championship out of the University of Alberta. Love to see that on the resumes. Canada Games.
Gotta go here.
Youth sport medals. More competition.
Well, that young Nathan Young team, Youth Olympics, all of those give you opportunities to train for events like this.
Nice.
Good.
Pretty good spot.
Pretty good. Fraction light.
Yeah.
Good scrub.
Slide.
Left him a draw. So sitting the two, so the force is on.
Dead draw today, hey?
No.
Just a little.
It's got a little extra. Well, I mean, look where we're taking it.
Yeah.
It's got a little extra curl today.
All right, boys, put her on the tee.
Well, Brendan Bottcher has done his job. In a game that has been about hammer efficiency, he's now forcing.
And this also is a key factor. It's his first draw of the game. And he has to have full four. Stopwatch at the ready?
It is.
Okay, I see it in your hand. So a draw against two as we play here in the fourth of a 2-2 tie.
Line's good. Hard, boys.
Gotta go, buddy.
Kidby's head is down. Myers out in front. Peeks every little bit now. Quick look again. Need full four.
You gotta go. Come on, Deuce. You gotta go.
Gotta go. First draw for him.
Come on, Deuce.
Gotta go. You need full four.
Go, Deuce. Go.
Little more.
Go.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. It's going to be a steal of two.
That's a 15-3 hog to hog, and they were talking about 14.5. That is two.
So unfamiliar with draw weight, and it bites Matt Dunstone. Well, that turns the game around, doesn't it? A steal of two by Team Canada, Brendan Bottcher.
You know, Vic, it's interesting because if you remember in the Keys, I said let them sweep, because when Matt has not made his draws this week, he's been deep. And maybe they talked about that, throwing it to the brushers, and they had it out of his hand but could not get it as far as they needed for shot or even second.
Do we need a curl?
So now it's Team Canada up 4-2 as we welcome you back on this Wednesday morning. This all-important game in Pool A.
Good shot.
Dunstone, top of the table with 6 straight wins. Bottcher, 5 straight wins. And once again, it will be Dunstone with Last Rock playing the Yellowstones. The lead is Dustin Kidby. Fourth Brier for Dustin.
Top 4 T-line.
Off then.
T-line.
Let this work forever. Line's good.
Line's tight. It's going to be
Lean
close.
hard.
We can.
Can't leave this.
Still T-line.
You can't leave it.
Top
Right,
4
all the way to
T-line.
it. Hard.
Still T-line.
Got to keep going.
Top 4.
You
Top 4.
You got to keep going.
Nice shot.
It's wave.
A beaut.
Good shot.
That's as good as it can
Good
get.
call, Matty.
I think that grab.
Nice call, Matty.
Yeah, I think so too.
Attaboy. Sure against Flash.
All right, let's drop in on this one. Oh, my goodness. Is this a chance for what, 7?
7.
Howard.
And that stone probably, well, for Nathan, didn't get it over far enough. Probably half open to Glenn, trying to just poke it through the hole sideways. Already lies 1. But boy, the bounty that lies in wait if he's able to remove it.
Really hard.
You sound like a pirate.
Hard.
Wow.
Harder, Tim.
The bounty.
Hard. No way.
He does. He crashes on his stone at the top of the 12. Couldn't get it by, and that's the plague that he's faced.
Yes.
The draw weight, Glenn Howard. So looking at 7, and right away you see Nathan Young going back to talk to Coach Jeff Thomas, who of course was with Brad Gushue in Beijing, but has been this team's coach for a long time.
And I'm sure Brad was fine with Jeff moving that role. This is such a learning opportunity for this young team going to the Canadian juniors after this. And that did pick. We started to see that last night, yesterday morning. And I'm not sure what it is. Sometimes it's carpet fibers. The players will often stand in between the sheets on the blue carpet, and the fibers can be all it takes.
Well, the other thing we were saying last night during the game, some of the brushes, the grippers,
yes,
they're asked, you don't listen. If I was to look at the gripper in my bag, it's falling apart. I just stick it on in pieces. But because they put so much pressure on those grippers, they actually do maybe dig out, and it could maybe be a little flat spot.
It could be any number of things, because it's not a piece of gravel, because sometimes you see rocks just stop. It's nothing like that. It's just enough to change the course. And then that opens up an opportunity, and it's taken advantage of.
That'll play.
Just further to the point about the problems for Glenn Howard. He's only 70% on his draws in the event, and that's 15th.
I like this shot you called.
In 18
quarter off.
fourth stone thrower skips. So that's not a good week for him. That's not him.
Or I guess you got to get rid of that other one.
Probably,
I think let's go at it pretty hard. I don't mind throwing firm here.
The result of that knee.
Is easy okay? Sure.
I just think we know
easy intern.
So well. Do you agree?
Yeah, hit a quarter to an eighth. Go hard at it. You make that as good as any.
That's my thinking.
Quarter. Easy weight.
There you go.
And Matt has played this game long enough to know that even though he is frustrated with last end and giving up that steal of 2, you can look at the board and see that he scored 2 with hammer and just needs to do that and get it right back in this game.
Yeah, and listen, I think he's grown up a lot. Right?
Oh, yes.
He's not 2 straight bronze medals.
Okay, Kirk, that's okay.
To beat Cooey, for example. This was all about learning. And you said, that's in the past. That's gone. But he's a much smarter player now. He's not going to panic at this point.
Well, he's not, and it was just a really interesting fact on the bottom of the screen that 3 of the players, including Matt Dunstone, combined had only thrown 1 draw. So when you go to your players to get the advice, what's the feel like, no one can tell you, because there haven't been very many draws thrown.
No, and he got caught. He simply got caught on his last.
Wide open if we ever want to hit it. I like this.
And also, if I remember correctly,
I think so. Yeah.
Most of the play had been down the intern side. There was nothing played on that outturn.
My only thought is we're setting up an awfully wide target if that one comes in.
Okay.
And he sticks it anywhere over here. Now we're back to hitting this one.
I'm good either way.
I like it if he's trying that.
Give me easy.
Yeah. You got it.
Easy. Well, it's respect for your opponent and also knowing your opponent. These 2 teams are not new to each other. And knowing that Matt's likely to run one of those Yellowstones in.
Let's call timeout. Timeout.
Obviously some dissension. Brendan wants to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Brendan had a point though, like you're setting up a
We don't have to go in the house.
Yeah. No. How easy is this? Like, because if they do roll, we might have something.
My first thought was just Christmas tree it around here, but
you gotta make sure you snarp them. Gotta snarp them here.
Yeah.
My only worry about here was if he could make this, but it's.
I like your point that you put another one there. It's a big rock, right? Yeah, it's a big rock.
Do you like up here?
You gotta have a rock somewhere. If he makes a run back, we have something. Right now we don't have much. If he makes a run back.
Open right here.
Yeah.
If he wants to run it back, so be it. Then we draw around.
Yeah. We just have to have a rock that if he makes a run back, we have something.
I like the guard, center guard.
Through this hole is pretty hard to make that little hit and roll, right?
If he goes around, what are we going to do?
That's tight.
Like he's got to throw it hard because it's going to curl.
Like if we throw it here, he's probably just drawing and turning around.
He's going to go around then? Are we okay with that?
Yeah. I'm good right here.
Yeah. Like
tight guard?
I think so. Tight guard.
Yeah.
Probably tight.
I like this.
Yeah.
So they've talked about a number of
He
things.
goes
The
around,
initial
we
call
freeze.
was the hit.
And he's going to try that angle, Ren.
But what Brendan's
That angle's
concerned
not gonna
about
get
is
him to
if
the
you
button,
come
though.
here, when they say it's a big rock, as soon as it's a little bit off on the side, for Matt to make a run back, he's got more of an area to be able to hit, to remove it. And so if you're trying to get another stone in or block that run back, you just tuck it around a little bit, take away that run back that Matt is going to play, and not necessarily have to be in the house. You're also trying to protect because you don't have less rock.
It's funny, though, that you, with your telestrator, did have a
I did have a bigger rock, yes.
Line's good.
We're tight.
Tight. Easy.
Weight's good.
Easy
layer to it,
line.
just pump
Tight.
it up.
Line's good. Line's good.
And all the
Max
while
weight.
they were
Hold on.
talking,
Almost in.
Dunstone and the team were down at their
We have enough curls.
home
We have
end,
enough
and they
curls.
were
We have
talking
enough
about
curls. Just leave it. I don't want to hook it. Good shot.
their
Very good.
plan.
Pretty good, I think.
Sitting 1 and 2, 3 without last rock is Team Canada.
Nice shot.
Easy.
Wondering if you can touch. Can you touch 3?
And you can touch 2 for sure.
Hard. Whoa.
Fires.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
One more lick. Here you go. Bang, bang. Ooh, again.
Good shot. Good shot.
He'll open up that center line, move it to the edge. They are still sitting the 3.
Good shot, Mossy. Yeah, boy.
And it has been that kind of day for Braden. So close on every throw and just not getting huge results. But what he did is he opened it up. There is a 4-foot available, so better than it was.
Pat Jansen.
That is more.
Yeah, it was more.
I got the same split.
Line's good.
I gave you a bit more on the throw.
Easy.
Weight's good.
Weight's
Top
good.
four.
Whoa.
Always
No
curl
line.
right now.
Okay.
We can
No
wait.
line.
We can wait.
Weight's not bad.
I got it. Always me.
Yeah.
Weight's really good.
I think you got. Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
go, Clark. You got to go. You got to
Gotta
go.
go,
You got to go.
Gotta
All the
go.
way. All the way.
Gotta
All the way.
go.
All the way. Go. Go. Go.
Gotta
Go.
go.
Go. Go. Go. Go. Go. Go. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
And they'll get a little piece in behind.
Just got hung up there.
A little wide on you?
A shade, not much.
Well,
I
they
gave you
switched out his stone. He felt
4
that he had a
inches less than the
straight
guard
stone, but
distance at the center line.
that is not the
Thought we
3 stone
would've
that
got
he's
over
been
there pretty
throwing.
Bit of a different throw. I slid.
That's your visual.
There you go. There's the explanation. Just didn't throw the
Pinch
same
more.
way that he usually does.
Won't be heavy.
Yeah, there's a little thing. Bottcher also said just a, as he likes to say, a titch wide. Look at that. There's the difference in Muscowie. And notice again, this is no draws played. This is quiet tap. This is almost draw weight.
Yes. Whoa. Back line. Whoa. Off. Back 12. Off.
His lowest game of the event so far is 84.
Whoa, Kirk.
My goodness.
Whoa, Kirk.
And look at that. Rolls it in and underneath.
Good. That is a beauty.
That's a good one. That'll build some confidence.
Shot.
Great shot. As good as you could do.
Yeah, pretty good.
A little pat on the
much there.
back from
Nice shot,
Kirk Myers.
Well, he did roll nicely underneath.
And it's nice and keen.
It's just that that guard is so long, Vic, and the finish is so good. Allows Brendan to chase.
Oh, yeah.
Should be able to
Did
hit
you
half
hear
rock pretty good.
Yeah.
Carrick Martin just in passing by as he cleaned the path? It's nice and keen. A lot of stones down this path. Bottcher at his first.
Hack weight. Weight's good.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Weight's
Curl,
really good.
Curl. Curl.
Hard
There
card.
we go, the buzzing.
Hard, Kirk. Hard. Right to it, Kirk. Hard.
Amount of pressure. Yeah, he got to it.
Hard.
And how far do they push it back? Hey, sitting
job.
1,
Good
2,
sweep.
3.
Maybe even
Not possible fourth.
Yeah,
Still a
really
lot of
took
red
time
there
Good
for
scrum.
Team Wildcard. So as we look back at that last stand, and it was all about putting the pressure on Brendan Bottcher.
Well, for Brendan Bottcher, having draw weight, the shot that we just saw is available to him because he's had such good control of his draw weight. And by placing this stone in such a good spot, Matt Dunstone has to play a draw. No one on his team can help him because there's been so few draws, and he winds up coming short, leads to a steal of 2.
The key shot brought to you by OK Tire.
It too much and
it's going to be
and we go kind of top
OK.
8 in front of our own. It's a hard score.
Yeah.
That's the story right there.
Right there. It's just his one draw, and then he came up light. So no points, no percentage.
Top 4, line's good.
Pretty close.
Bit of room.
Top 4. Line's good.
Top 4 is the weight. Line's good.
Room.
Line's good. Top 4.
Top 4.
Looks here. Looks here. It's deuces if you ever wanted to.
Room.
Can't
yet. We're
you
T-line.
gotta go now. We gotta get buried.
T-line.
Back 4.
Oh. Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Not going for weight, going for trying to get that finish. Ooh, that got a little spin at the end.
It's under cover, it's deep. It is shot rock, however, for
It's as good as you could do.
Dunstone. You got to like Myers.
Good job, buddy.
Kirk Myers, a little pat on the back for Muscowie, a little pat there.
Yeah.
Come on. It's all about keeping them in
right in
confidence.
Here. You like that?
Yep, I like it.
Just a heavy draw.
Yeah.
Top of the foot.
Yeah. Too much over, else he just draws right there, right?
Yeah.
Like,
It's probably better baiting them in there.
I think this is about as good as you can do.
Follow him down.
Follow him down.
Pretty quick here, hey?
Yeah, I got 14-2 on his.
Yeah, 14-5. That's good.
Easy.
Back 12, just through.
Whoa,
Just through.
Whoa,
Yeah, just through.
Whoa, then.
Just through.
Curl.
Now trying to help it over. Here he goes, Carrick Martin.
Curl. Hard, Carrick.
You can see Thiessen trying to back it in. You got to get him there. Got to help this over. Oh, got to help this over. Muscowie's right there too. Oh, and they got that little catcher.
That's good.
Yeah.
That helped them out. But is there a double for a possible 2?
There sure is.
Foot heavy. Sorry. Good sweep.
Just a quarter, eh?
You bet it's a good sweep. He's gasping for air.
Millimeter more.
Isn't it funny how it goes though? It's all controlled by Bottcher and Team Canada till that moment.
Easy weight.
One shot.
One shot.
Here you go, Matty.
So now, given the opportunity, can Matt Dunstone make the most of it? Those two right there in a line. Get rid of those, hold the shooter, score 2.
Well, this is such a huge shot when you've been outplayed the entire end and presented with an opportunity for the pair. Momentum swing potential.
Solid easy.
You just came up light on a draw to give up a steal of 2. Can you get them back right now? Matt Dunstone.
Dead off.
Not a lick.
Clean. Yep.
Now Myers. 1, 2.
Attaboy.
Attaboy. He's got it for 2. Dunstone here in 5.
Good call, boy.
Terrific game so far.
Hey?
It almost looked like it.
The defending champions.
And such nice weight. That is a sharp double, and you don't want to lose the shooter. Well thrown.
Against Team Wildcard and Matt Dunstone. The 2 undefeated coming in and hooking up here on this Wednesday morning at the Tim Hortons Brier in Lethbridge. Well, we've already seen some wonderful shots this morning here at the Tim Hortons Brier.
There's a yellow stone that belongs to Dunstone underneath the third. So it is shot stone. Matt Dunstone on his final removed a corner guard that belonged to PEI so that it could not be run in for 3. This is the yellow, red, red, yellow.
Ooh, look out now. Where's this going? And it'll roll too far. Got it. And now once they all sit, look at this. Oh!
Look at that.
2, 3. And it looks like a 4 spot for PEI. Yeah. Mike McEwen looking for a couple here to tie and forward. Right now, shot rock belongs to Guju. Lot. You got this? Have you got this? Oh, you do. Wonderful. Mike McEwen. Magic Mike picks up 2. And a reminder, you can vote for your favorite AGI Top Shot every day at Curling Canada on Instagram. Top Shots is brought to you by AGI, storage and handling equipment for agriculture. You know what's going to grow up to be a big fan.
That's awesome.
Someday.
Hopefully a player too.
May see her in the Scotties. Let's take the numbers. Take a look at the numbers after 5 in a 4-4 tie. Yeah, that coming up short. First draw missed, leads to the steal, and then Bottcher makes a mistake of his own, controlled that end, and it leads to the reply deuce. And Braden Moskowy still struggling at the 3rd spot in the battle of the thirds in a 4-4 tie. Lots of them here. Saskatchewan fans going by another outfit. There you go.
The Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada, by BKT Tires and OK Tire, by Home Hardware, Here's How, and by Sponge Towels, made for real-life messes.
Happy birthday.
Yes. Very nice. Better way to spend it than at the Tim Hortons Brier. The NMAX Center is our home for the entire week. Opened back in 1974. It's a beautiful building. It's in 5,400 seats. Perfect for a community of this size. Just over 100,000 make their home here in Lethbridge proper. We're tied at 4 as we welcome you back. We go to the 6th, and it is Team Canada. Brendan Bottcher out of Edmonton. You know, it does have last rock as the Hammer playing the Redstones. Carrick Martin.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard, Brad. You got it.
Hard.
Hard, you got it. Hard, Brad.
We're on the nose. We're on the nose.
Shot.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure that Brendan Bottcher and his team feel like they really let Matt Dunstone off the hook last end, controlling everything. Just that little bit of a bounce by Brendan was all that Matt needed to make that soft weight double, and we've got ourselves a tie game.
Just clean.
Absolutely.
Yep. Light easy. Whoa. Weight's good. Up.
Thing that, because we talk so much about ends, even odds.
Yes.
It's Team Canada now in this tie does have the Hammer in this 6th. All right, update. Let's go over and check in on New Brunswick against Prince Edward Island, and the final stone coming up for James Grattan out of the Gage Golf and Curling Club, where Kenora Macdo.
Well, and you know, with that backswing, it's big weight, looking for the double for multiple points.
Curl. Good.
And that will do.
That's a 3 spot.
You're up at the 7-2. Just a disappointing start for them.
Sorry. That'll play. That did.
Rock just doesn't want to make any hit and rolls in.
No. With any weight.
Easy. Easy up.
Same way.
Easy. Just clean.
Little bit.
Yep.
Clean.
Easy.
Clean, easy, easy.
Nice space.
Just, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Clean.
It's great.
Good. Attaboy.
Attaboy. Throw.
Yeah. All right, over to Saskatchewan against Yukon. And the final stone coming up from Colton Flash out of the Nutana in Saskatoon.
And a really good opportunity to break this game open already. Line 2. Colton's got a draw for 3.
Water than we've seen.
I mentioned
Line's
before
great.
the last time that Saskatchewan
Line's
has
never
won a Brier
No backing
was
yet.
1980, Rick Folk, and he also came from the Nutana
Nice shot.
in Saskatoon.
Good sweep, boys.
And there it is.
Back 4.
Great
Same as
discovery.
Kirk.
Whoa, whoa. Clean.
Same as Kirk.
Whoa.
Nice pace.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Yep. Hard.
Good throw, Moss.
Nice shot.
What's that weight?
I think really good.
And a steal of 1 in 5, and Ontario has extended their lead over Newfoundland and Labrador.
Weight's nice.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Needs an inside roll. A nose hit will not be in the
Clean.
house.
Whoa. Clean.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, gets that roll toward center line, and
Get it in there.
not quite underneath.
Nice shot.
Good throw.
And they were trying to just tuck a piece so that there wouldn't be an inside roll for Matt Dunstone, but you can see it didn't quite get that far.
No.
So close.
So close.
Heavy hat.
Hold it. Just clean. Yep. Whoa.
Heavy hat.
Whoa. Off. There's something under it.
Okay.
Nope.
Just roll her out there a bit, eh?
Yep. There's a big piece of rock right above the A there.
Yeah, leave that for the Bottcher team.
It's too hard.
Great
And
shot.
Kirk was kidding. He looked at Brendan when he said that. But a piece of black. So that could very much be what you said, Vic. It could be part of a gripper.
I mean, they do all they can. They vacuum these carpets. You clean your shoes on a fly paper kind of material before you walk out.
Right to it.
They do their very best to try and keep things clean.
Good.
Great shot.
I mean, when you look, next time there's a real draw
Nice.
needed, just watch
Please sweep it,
the
Brad.
foot action.
You don't understand.
The amount of pressure that the likes of
Here's a great example. So look on the left as he's brushing. It's that kick motion, and so you're thrusting your foot back.
Good.
And there's a lot of weight that goes into that, and very easy that a little piece could come off. And because we're starting to see that on a number of sheets, even though the players replace their grippers on a regular basis, there's so much weight that is being pushed onto the ice that it's possible.
Easy.
Just clean. Easy, clean.
A little hard.
Close. Clean. Whoa, off. Off.
Little hard.
Off.
Good throw. Shot.
Attaboy.
Beauty.
Good throw.
Nice shot.
Good weight.
Good throw.
No, that's what kind of we're thinking. If we can make a roll on his last grade, if we blank, so be it.
Roll half under.
Sure.
Hey, listen, I think you'd be happy if you can
If we know that he can roll to a real good spot.
Now you potentially get that
So,
last rock back
even
in
if we
8 if you're
overroll,
Dunstone.
Yeah, overroll.
That'll play.
Yeah. That's the best.
Easy. Yeah. If we roll right to it, we'll probably T-line.
Yeah, gotta stay in the house.
Yeah.
Would you
let's make it. Those digs around the center aren't as easy.
I might.
Well, there you go. I mean, no, I was just going to ask you. That's what. Would you ignore it and go behind? Now you got to be.
You sure could.
You got to be flat, right? You can't.
You sure could, and I think that if that guard were red, it would be an easier decision. But because it is yellow, if you go behind in the 4-foot and Matt runs it directly back, now you're facing two.
Here, heavy.
And so get rid of the stone and get a little bit of a roll.
Hard, dig.
Again. Dig over, and he's going to get behind now. Show a little bit on that out-turn side, just back of the tee line. Now the definite force is on here with the perfect freeze, no?
With the freeze, but I don't think Matt will play that. I think he'll be removing that.
How's that look?
Too much to risk.
Okay. Thinking what I've seen now. We're going to see a little more than the intern. So.
Yeah, I guess if you to answer my own question, if you don't make it properly, now you're leaving yourself open for two.
Tell me if you need me to join.
Okay. I'm just over here playing by myself. Okay, I'm just having. Enjoying my own company. Oh dear.
So soft weight for Matt. Tap that stone back, and because he's going to throw quiet weight, could get that little flip underneath. And then think it's going to be right on the nail hole. Will have to be tapped.
Hack. Hack.
Clean.
Heavy hack. Hack weight.
Clean, yep.
Hack weight.
You can take the man out of
Hack.
Manitoba, but you can't take the tuck out of the man. Huh?
Nor should you.
There. Where are you from as a curler? Well, I know right away.
Great shot, Matty.
Go, Matty.
Good. Very nice weight.
Would he be disappointed in that? That he didn't get the roll underneath?
You know what? It was a very slow-moving stone.
With the draw is you had to get onto a lot of it, in which case you would just have the blank anyways. Like if it was dead sunk.
Out-turn back 4.
Exactly. If you just dead sink it, he out-turn back. If you get onto a big chunk, he just hits quarter rock and blanks it in.
So positive from Braden saying to Matt, yeah, he didn't get underneath, but Brendan would have probably had a blank anyways.
Clean it.
Trying to stay positive.
And we do have the blank here in 6. So we go to 7, tied at 4 once again. Bottcher. Team Canada will have last rod.
Running huge.
Yeah, it's heavy.
D-line, back 4. Not close to line.
Lead stone for Team Dunstone.
Never.
Dustin Kidby.
That's fine.
And down to the corner of Shot Rock. As Team Canada once again will have the hammer, playing the Red Stones here in 7, a 4-4 tie. So much at stake here in this game. A win by
I'll throw just
Dunstone, team wildcard number 2, and they would clinch first place in the pool. A win by Team Canada, and they would be tied at the top of the standings. Both at
Clean.
Easy.
Whoa.
Bottcher would remain undefeated. He go to 6 wins.
Quiet.
But it would be an advantage should they end up tied at the end of round robin. He would get the higher placing by virtue of this win.
Great shot. Very good.
Beauty.
Well, it was a steal of 1 in the 5th that gave Ontario the 5-1 lead. And now the final stone coming up for Nathan Young out of Newfoundland and Labrador.
And Nathan's facing 2, needs to get to the 4-foot.
You're light. Now you're light.
Hard line.
You're light.
Hard line. Hard line.
You're light.
Okay. Okay, line's good. Yeah.
Clean.
And a really good, mature decision. You heard Nathan yelling, you're light, all the way, but you saw the brushers making their own decision, and that's a really mature thing. This is a very young team. playing in a pressure-packed event.
And maybe panicking a little bit because of his only 70% on his draws. So maybe not very confident, but he picks up the single.
Low.
So let's go over to Colton Flash against Yukon and Thomas Scoffin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what he faces.
Well, he faces 5, and the keystone is biting the top of the button.
Peel it off.
And so having to go way wide out in the wings.
That one wasn't going to curl, I don't think.
And then loop it into the pot. He has made some great draws.
We saw one earlier, remember, for the single?
Yes.
That came in 3.
Bit of room. Bit of room.
As you see Matt Dunstone trying to steal or force in this end, not chasing the exposed stone belonging to Canada.
Third appearance at the Brier for Thomas Scoffin. Out of the White Horse Curling Club. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Settle down. And that is painful.
Yep. 5 red.
Good, Kirk.
Good sweeping, Ducey.
Oh, yeah.
Hack!
Right on the beak.
Try and get to nose.
Yep.
Just tack.
You got it, Brad.
Grant Thiessen. 6th
Wide
Brier
half,
for
yeah, good
him.
tack.
Clean.
Close.
Clean.
The guard did not climb enough, so it is open.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Don't really want to roll to the right, and did not.
Nice shot.
And because of those stones now, Braden hoping to roll in front of the stone belonging to Team Canada at the back. Maybe get a jam on the removal or a pick out.
Board weight.
Yeah.
Board weight.
Yep. Nope. Never.
Nope. Board weight.
Good yourself, Moss. Got a boy.
Great shot.
Good call, Matty.
Very nice, Moss.
This Dunstone team got together before they came here to train in Calgary.
play board and try
Matt
and
says
stick
that
it?
is part of their plan
That
before
looks
any
tough.
event. They get together for
easier to
about
go
3
this,
days and
like,
do
This
nothing
looks
but curl,
easier from here.
so that as
You
they
can
go into
definitely
any
play
major
with
event,
hack,
they're ready.
too. That way.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Hack where? I like that.
Hack.
Hack. There's 2.5 feet of separation. You got a bit.
Hack weight, guys.
Pat Jansen.
Clean.
Yeah, hack weight.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Just hacked. Hack weight.
Hard. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, very nice to avoid the jam, push it through the back. And now they're sitting 2,
Very good.
albeit behind the tee line, back 8.
Good weight, but this front end of Team Canada is just so good, so strong. They communicate so well.
For you.
And Kark, if he's not sweeping, is giving Brad what he needs to encourage him and to what he needs to do. It's a really good duo to listen to for young sweepers about not only communicating to the other end, but communicating with each other.
You're just okay.
Yep.
But you know what? It's one of the probably the bigger evolutions in the game.
Yes.
The
line.
pairings
Top
in a
four.
front end
Good line.
and what a
I liked
front
it.
end
I'd like
means
you to go
to
bit
a
hard
curling
line.
team
What's
now
that?
as
Hard
compared
line.
to
Top
previous
four.
generations.
Hard line.
People
right
used
to
to go
back
after
four.
you for your hitting
Where are
skills
we,
as a
guys?
second
T-line.
or your
Yeah,
drawing
dude.
skills as a
Hard.
lead, but you had
Gotta go
better be
hard.
a very
Stop.
good sweeper.
Back 4. Hard. Hard. You got to keep going.
They're going to get it
Come
down
on,
there,
Deuce. Hard,
and they
Deuce.
take it
Come
all
on,
the way
Deuce.
down.
It's pretty
And a little bit, even a slight over curl on that
Good job.
intern side now.
Very nice.
Oh, I didn't realize I was back 8.
Good throw, bud.
Nice.
That was great weight.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good weight.
That was still hack.
Hack, boys.
would you question that? And I only say this because you're setting yourself up here. Team Canada is setting themselves up here for a big end. And
whoa. Try to play
I know it's the third stones from Muscowie as they try to fight to get by this guard.
I don't know if it picked or he just got it going really soft.
And will not. So that maybe changes my idea. But the point is that if you don't go after the shot stone or get rid of at least one, you may be conceding 3
Not a bad
here.
result.
Yeah, but he's playing hard for the single.
Okay.
Or the force.
I think he grabbed my hand as I was finishing it.
All good. That's not.
Okay, feeling that something underneath.
Yeah,
And he says
feels it.
right away.
Yeah, he knows
I like the draw top 8 better than that one.
Yeah. The only thing, like, if I don't get
no.
We make 2 good draws, we're okay. Right? Yeah. If we can out-count this one and get it half under or so, then we can go there again. Yeah.
Well, 2 schools of thought.
Yeah.
Is that one in, boys?
Yeah.
I think Kirk's trying to remind them
Call
that
time out here.
the potential to give up a
I don't
lot.
know what else we do other than freezing this.
Thanks, what
if he just knows that
I almost
back?
like that better than
He's got a
come
thin-
around. Because he makes this run double.
Yeah,
we don't really
like-
have a double end. Like this one's.
Like you're trying to kind of draw into this area even, right? Like you don't have to necessarily
Well, because if he makes that into the pocket, it's a bit of trouble.
on here, but if anything we want to.
That's nice too.
You know what I mean?
And we probably know how to make that decently well.
Only 3 draws
I like the draw.
have been thrown between these 2 men on the back
We make
end.
it twice.
Yeah.
And
Even
if you're
makes the run
playing
double, hammer
aggressive,
that
you're
out.
counting on your draw weight being perfect.
And like for him to make the run double is chance he's maybe touching something. The only other thing would be guard it. For now. And then go play that
Then
freeze.
we have a center always too.
I like that actually. Then
That's
we go
the-
play
that's
that
the call.
freeze.
Yeah.
I don't mind this come around. I don't know if there's much better than worse. I mean, if
I like
can
that.
walk it down,
I really do.
freeze that.
Good man.
Yeah, Jake won, but
So the front end, you could hear Kirk down there. This is their comfort, either playing the freeze or playing the hit, just so that you don't give up a bunch, because this stone could become a deciding factor.
Make sure we split center.
Initially, Matt was thinking you half tuck so that Brendan can't see either. Now they're electing to guard on this first stone,
And he can use it later.
and then he can use it later.
I think that's a bit too much ice.
See, this is also a curious thing we've seen in some other games. You know, Russ will all talk about dishing. It's because you get a little bit more curl the farther out you go. And in fact, we actually saw a guard put on yesterday or last night where they went with the intern to put the guard on. Yet they're going out to the edge of the 8 for this one.
Yeah, I don't know that it's dishing as much as the fact that there's just a lot of curl. And as the break point hits and it starts to go, it looks like it's sliding sideways, but so much curl in this ice. And in this particular case for Matt, he's better to leave a little bit of a hole.
High half. Line's good. High half. Tighter than that.
half. 2/3.
Well
Half.
done.
Get ready, Turkey.
Line's good.
Yeah, half.
Go ahead, Kirk. 2/3 almost.
Line's good.
2/3. Getting
Whoa,
tight.
whoa.
Now
High
Myers.
Hard. Hard.
Muscowie, keep talking to him. I need to know where it's going to go, and that's where
Great
it ends
job,
up.
Matty.
Good.
So that's exactly where they thought, just
job,
to be
bud.
able to
Nice
use
ball,
it.
Matty.
If in fact they decide to go around.
Oh boy.
Now the run is for sure.
This.
Yeah.
Try and make some noise that way. You could just hair it off the inside of that one.
Yeah.
And you hit.
What are you seeing? Like
It's a thin half.
Yeah.
About a third.
Okay.
You have to be.
Thin half.
Have to
A
get a bit
third's
lucky,
too thick.
but
It looks like you could get it with a third too.
like 2/3.
So you hit this stone really thin, it goes there, and momentum can come straight through.
Trying to hit a thin half.
Yeah.
Thanks. Even if we just kind of push it.
A third, you might get it the other way too.
Yeah.
Shot stone. Belongs to Matt Dunstone. Wild card number 2. Here we go. Brendan Bottcher, his first.
Whoa, clean.
Little combination here.
Yep.
Martin stays with it. Bang it off. Coming back. Got it. Oh, very nice. Look at it spin. Look at it go. And to the corner.
Well, a lot of granite moved. I think Brendan might be thinking shoot because I lost because I lost my biter, but great throw.
Considering where these stones were, look at.
Oh, that's okay. Been a little unlucky.
And that's the unlucky, is that it rolls right
Stupid
to that catcher.
And it just moves it out. Enough.
That's a great
Easy
shot.
weight here, boys.
Easy weight.
Yeah.
But objective met for Matt Dunstone. If he hits and sticks on the nose,
In a perfect world.
4 and 7.
Any spot here that he could leave himself open to a double or not?
Well, the unlucky part they talked about is the Yellowstone wound up freezing onto the biter.
Okay.
If it is right on the nose, we'll take a look again whether he could actually come off it and poke it sideways. I just don't know how he loses his shooter, though.
All right.
Hard easy.
Hard easy.
Clean.
Clean.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's hard easy,
Hard,
Moss.
yeah.
Just a pinch hard.
Clean. Yep. Whoa.
Just a little hard.
Yep, yep.
Ah, nice shot.
Yeah, it's pretty flat, huh?
Yeah.
Great shot.
Good shot.
Good shot, Matty.
You can make the double, but do you lose your shooter?
Half rock might make it.
Is it worth it, though, to try?
Is that what you're seeing?
I think so. I mean, we hit it on the nose. We're forced anyways.
Yeah, two-thirds. You're
getting rid of one.
If we touch this one, I think it's going to go.
Yeah.
We're going to need a little bit of momentum for my shooter to get
And
out.
you're going to need some big weight.
It's probably two-thirds, eh?
Yeah. Play it a titch thick. If we just nut it over there, it's fine.
So you hit this on this side, hoping that it goes there, and that maybe then he spins his own shooter out. It's going to need a lot of
I was
weight.
going to give the double a go, see if we can't.
Because you're hitting one anyways. The worst case scenario is that you get it to the nose. If it doesn't curl.
If we nose it, we nose it.
Yeah.
Exclamation point on no one wants to take one.
No. I thought the squiggle was quite nice.
Oh, thank you.
New. Haven't seen that.
Yep. Yep.
Here we go. Can you, in fact, make the double and lose the shooter?
Carve it up on the road.
Bang, and sit down. No, it is. Forced to take the single.
I didn't think it was even there.
All good.
One red.
All good, but job done. Dunstone will have the last rock in 8.
Hey, just 4.
Yep. It's gone, guys. It's gone.
Okay. Right in his hand.
So they're calling a claim it picked out of his hand.
14-8.
Well, from nothing to getting 3. A bad break on a pick.
Clean. Probably solid easy. Whoa.
And they will sit right there. Finally, 4 is the charm for Brendan Bottcher. In the quiet, the stillness of the bubble in Calgary.
Yes.
No reaction at all, of course, just the cardboard cutout. So nice to have the fans back here in Lethbridge. But we mention again, he is the defending champion, and very few are talking about him. And as you say, feels a little bit like the underdog, seeded 9th coming in, considering the depth of field.
A couple feet more.
Takes the single, forced to the single, leads 5-4. It means that wildcard Dunstone now has the hammer here, and there's all important 8s playing the yellow stones. We were eavesdropping, and Bottcher said that, all right, fellas, to his team, force or get the blank, we'll go to 9, and then he'll still wants that, and is planning to get that hammer back for 10 if it plays out.
Well, and what I found was even more interesting, Vic, is Brendan came down to talk to Adam Kingsbury, who's actually the coach of Team Dunstone, and he said, I think only Cooey could have made that last shot. And I find it ironic that you are the Team Canada, you're the defending champion, and yet there is still some reverence when it comes to what Cooey can do.
Well, it's the ultimate respect.
That gives you a closer set with that one.
Yeah.
And how many times do we see people and teams playing against Kevin Cooey and almost play around him?
Yes, well, you try to.
He just say, he's going to make this for sure. Well, look at the couple of shots he made the other night.
Yep. Hard.
He made a quad, and then he made an angle raised stick.
When you saw those numbers in terms of percentages and coming into the game, we talked about how less than 2%, less than 3% or 4%. These players are within each other, but there's definitely going to be some pluses this morning.
Yeah, I think we guard for now. Okay, let's make it.
And when Kathy talks about the pluses, it's about you're given a plus when you out-curl your opponent by 5 percentage points or more.
About a hair
Line's
less,
good.
maybe, but
Because the feeling is at 5% or more, it makes a difference to the outcome. If you're within that, sure, maybe one end somebody makes a better shot than another, but over the course of the game, if you're 5% or better, then you've given an edge to the player that plays ahead of you that maybe the opponent has not done.
Good. If you think of it in hockey terms, if you see a plus-minus on a player, it's the times you've been on the ice for a goal as compared to being the pylon and having a negative.
Yep. You okay with board? No board. Sure. Yep.
I think Matt thought about it for a bit, just because if you're throwing quiet Wade, he's thinking about the broom and where the stones are going to go.
Clean. Board. Heavy board. Clean. Nope. Clean. Board. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Clean.
Off.
Whoa.
Heavy board.
Just a pound heavy.
No.
We're in trouble. Sit, please. Sit, please. Okay.
It's that much heavy, eh?
Good shot.
Sorry, Matty, we gotta let you know that.
Go, Kirk.
And just that little bit heavy. If you take about a foot off of that in terms of weight, it's going to curl that much more, connect with the red stone that much more, and it's going to stick around. So Team Bottcher let off the hook. Patrick going to be a little bit further on this guard so that there isn't that shot available to Matt.
Your line's good.
Halfway.
Just half.
Easy.
Just half.
Little bit of room.
Line's good.
We're just half.
Line's good.
Okay.
Line's good. Yeah, Cart, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead hard. Hard, Cart. Hard, 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 hard.
Again, by turning it around, he tries to help move it over as well with the change of the head, the brush angle and the head of the brush. Just all these little things that they discover over the course of time. Now, there's the difference.
Really
84 Moskowy is his low game so far this event. So, but he has brought up his numbers a little bit. He was down in the 60s earlier.
And coming into this game, he was one of the players that had the edge, albeit only a 3% edge, but still an edge.
But
and not this morning.
Pardon me, but in that case there, you saw it would be a plus for Pat Jansen.
Room right now. Wait's close.
And a year ago,
That's too much.
number one at the third position.
Yeah,
Line's good if weight's good.
Top four. Whoa, whoa, you can't.
Okay. Line's good if weight's good.
It's top four. Are we bouncing?
Just a bit.
No.
Really close, but just a bit.
No,
Too late,
no.
too late.
Sit.
Okay. Nice
Shot. Good throw, Ma.
Shot.
Jeez. So close.
Okay. What weight are you for?
Do you like hack at all?
Yeah.
You like this?
Yeah, that's the max line.
Can you get across the nose enough here?
I think that he's trying to play the removal and the roll the other way. You might tick your own over a little bit.
All right.
But you're not going to get underneath, but you might get underneath the other way.
All right.
Clean, curl. Whoa. Clean.
I can curl.
Whoa.
I can curl.
That ever good? Good. Beauty.
And he'll leave it there. Punches that other one, though, into the hole
Great
as
shot.
well. So
Very good.
can he get to both of them?
He can, but what's more concerning for Matt is to get a stone buried.
I wanted to carve it a little bit more, but I didn't want to carve it into the guard. Nice.
Good chemistry between those
Pull
two.
under. He doesn't really have a draw anywhere great.
Okay.
True. Other than the intern around us.
Think I like this better.
Okay.
Huck.
Yeah.
And one of the buzzwords of the modern game,
get the weight right.
carve.
Carve. The ability to move a stone by brushing.
Braden Moskowy.
Just through. Hard then. Really hard. Just through. Hard.
All right, buddy.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Just through.
Whoa. Chase this one, Deuce. Chase this one.
And they'll leave
Great
it right
shot.
there.
Good.
Good shot.
Good shot. Call, Matty. Attaboy.
Go, Moss.
Nice. Nice shot.
Very nice.
All you can do.
Yeah, it really was.
Good throw.
I don't know if it's just my rocks. I'm just not getting any late finish on those.
Switch them. You want to
No, I like them. I'm just, unless that's just.
Yeah, Pat threw a nice weight.
And I think that that's the voice of Braden just struggling to figure out why he's not getting the results that he has been getting this week.
Hack weight.
Clean.
Clean.
Clean. Whoa.
Clean. Whoa.
Curl.
Solid. Curl. Curl. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Got it through and angle it back. Watch where it goes. And leaves Dunstone spinning.
Really not.
Shot rock, though, still belongs
Not
to
much
Team
heavy.
Wildcard as it's undercover, just slightly back of the tee line.
Just not getting much curl on that one.
If you make that
And
first
we have
double,
our
it's
first
almost
final,
natural.
and Team New Brunswick and James Grattan out of New Brunswick picks up the win over Tyler Smith PEI, the final 9-3. So Grattan goes now to 2-5. PEI Smith to 1-5.
You think it's, yeah.
Full 8, boys.
Now 2 stones in a row. We heard
Be in the 8-foot,
both
boys.
Braden and Brendan talk about not getting much finish in that path. He was not particularly heavy for
I got
the
14 true on Moss.
called shot, but caught enough of the redstone. And so now flipping again, Matt's got the opportunity to get another one in there. 2, maybe even 3 at play. Oh, look at those wonderful numbers. Started strong. Those are good numbers, but anytime you're over 90% as a skip, you are going to get your fair share of victories. That is for sure.
Well, there, I mean, the thing is that he started off well and has gotten even better.
Top 8.
You know, it's
Top
the-
8, top 4.
Line's good.
good.
Hair tight.
Imagine carrying
No,
that
line's
momentum,
good.
that confidence
Top 4.
as you go
Line's
forward.
good.
That's a wonderful trend.
Top
Don't have
4. T-line.
Too much.
It's T-line. Yeah, top 4.
Let it dig.
Never touch. Never.
No.
Good shot.
Great judge, guys.
Great shot.
Go, Matty.
Attaboy, Matty.
Good job, guys.
Took a
Nice
page
throw,
out of
Matty.
my book.
Really good.
Just make it yourself.
Well, that's an example of it, why he's at 91%. There's that one lonely draw that he
It's a
missed.
millimeter low,
That
eh?
we gave him a 0 for a minute, but it didn't last.
So there again, he would get
Just a little
the
low.
plus out curling of Bottcher by more than
Really?
5%. The player numbers are brought to you by New Holland,
yours was 14-3.
proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Pardon?
It's pretty straight here, so it should run dead straight or back off.
Well, a huge shot. There is the potential for the run double, needs to make contact at least for one to ensure it's no more than two.
Here we go.
Yep.
Leads by
Yep.
one,
Yep.
but right now it is Dunstone sitting the two. He got the line, run it back. He touching something. Oh, did he get one? And he did. Oh my.
I knew it was in the back.
Oh. Good scrub. Sorry.
Well, Brendan, you saw those numbers. Has been +5 in
That's one
5
broom
games.
less.
This may be the first time he does not get a plus this week.
14-5. Yep.
He doesn't really care as long as he gets a W, and for Matt Dunstone, a chance for the 2.
And it's big. Think about it in this terms. I guess, Kathy, it's the 8th, that all-important 8th. If he makes the draw, gets his deuce. Now you go to 9. Bottcher has it. You hold Bottcher, and then you get the brick coming home.
That's the theory.
Line's great. Top four, line's good.
I thought
no
a hair more,
problem, line.
guys.
Or T-line.
Clean it then.
Needs a
Clean it. You're on the yellow.
full
Keep them down.
12. Yeah,
Good
we
job, boys. Great
heard
hand.
that last
Good
night.
job, Matty.
Keep them down just in case.
Attaboy, Matty. Great pair, buddy.
And good couple of stones. So they
Great hand, boys.
pick up
Well
the
done.
deuce.
Well played,
All
Matty.
important
Well
2
played.
here in 8.
Good job. Oh boy, Deucey, way to set
To
that up, buddy.
take the lead. Last rock will belong to Bottcher when we come back
14-3,
for 9, and we have
14-6.
another final.
It's almost
And on sheet A, Saskatchewan picks up the win. Colton Flash goes now to 4-2, 1-5 for Thomas Scoffin out of Whitehorse.
Hard, you can't stop. Good.
Great shot, Deuce.
Beauty, buddy.
Overshot. Good sweep. Great sweep.
We are in Lethbridge at the NMAX Center for this year's Tim Hortons Brier. And on this Wednesday morning, our feature, 2 undefeated teams. Team Canada, Brendan Bottcher, 5 straight wins. Wildcard number 2, Matt Dunstone, 6 straight wins.
Line's
I thought that
good.
was there too.
And Wildcard picking up that deuce
Weight's pretty good.
means they lead at
Easy,
6-5. And
easy.
Team Canada
Weight's
with
good.
Last Rock playing the
Always
Redstones
pat.
here at
Line's
9.
Small
Line's
bump.
good.
Weight's good.
It's got to curl a little
to
for the
it.
bump
Gotta
to
curl,
play.
always pat.
Line's good now. Brad, go. Go, 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 go. Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
bump
yep,
it if you
yep,
can now.
yep.
Bump it,
Yep,
bump
we're
it.
bumping.
Oh boy.
Good shot.
Nice.
15 is the weight for this shot.
Let's go, boys.
So with a couple of finals, Saskatchewan picks up a very big win, so they remain in the mix.
Whoa, whoa, line's good. Whoa,
And
line's
those are
good.
your 4 teams
Not
that
12,
will
top
battle
8.
for
That's- you got a
the
bit of room
only
here.
3
Too much
spots
right now.
that are available.
but it's too much.
Kevin
That's
Cooey
top
with
4
the
now.
with the morning off,
Sit, baby.
sitting
Curl.
at 5-1.
I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Not that.
No.
Jeez.
It's the same format was at the Scotties too.
Up one,
And
Kirk.
thing is that
14.
some very good teams are going to go home.
They are.
Thin. It looks like.
And it's going to be a, we among ourselves debate
The best shot, it's
Fifth.
pretty thin, is to
is the
slice
best
it,
scenario going
Yeah.
forward.
make the double.
That looks really thin.
It's really
It
thin.
is, it's a quarter.
Looks
The
thin.
other
It looks
shot is
thin.
this.
It looks thinner than a quarter. Yeah.
That plays.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't
Do you like
just,
that
hitting
better?
and rolling away?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
2/3.
Can't roll away. We'll just pick our own red out.
Brendan was talking
2/3
about
high?
that really
Yep.
thin yellow.
Okay.
And I think that from the hack, the fear is that if you hit it a little bit too thick, you wind up picking your own out. And so they're going to try to get at it by running the center guard back. They'll
Yeah.
also eliminate
Gotta
the
go.
center
Gotta
guard.
go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Gotta
Hard!
Uh-oh.
Look out. And they're going to lose their own
Hard on
Well,
that.
and get everything going. They are the shot rock,
great.
and
Sorry,
they
I had
still
that on a
have
couple
a
rocks.
corner up covering the input.
well, that was close to an 0-0. If it curls a little bit more,
better.
Yeah.
it runs it straight back and leaves Matt Dunstone's shot, but instead he's actually blown up the house. And with only one stone, the potential for a blank here for Team Canada is certainly on the table, and it's something that they wouldn't mind to see at all.
Well, just, we're going to nose this. Just light clean to it for nose.
And they got a corner guard out of it.
Just a light clean air high.
Sorry, Matty.
Good shot.
Oh, good. Great shot.
Good boy.
Good shot, buddy. Nice throw.
The far edge of the rack, just by the edges.
Clean.
Easy.
Close.
Clean.
Easy.
Close, yep.
Yep. Yep. Hard, Cart. Hard.
Gotta go. Keep it
Hard.
off that line, Cart.
Right to it, right to it, right to it. You got a chance. Hard.
Can you get underneath?
Good
No.
sweep. Oh. Good shot.
Close. Good sweep. It is.
I like easy if you like.
Throw it, Brad. Thanks.
Well, Matt looking to roll under now. Would love to force Team Canada to take one and have hammer
Little bit.
coming hard.
Hard.
Easy.
Gotta go.
Easy.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Clean, yep. Whoa.
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 Hard roll.
Hard, Kirk. Hard, Kirk.
He'll get a
Great
little
shot.
bit underneath.
Call, Matty.
Good shot.
How's the weight, Deucey?
10-7.
Oh, you're a third of a stone.
Wait there.
Yours was 11.
Board.
Board.
Oh, pretty big third. I'll have a third of your cake, if that's...
Weight's
Yep.
good.
Hard. Hard.
Weight's good.
Hard.
Damn, twist.
Clean.
Oh.
Small third.
Weight's good.
We're good.
Yeah, very good.
Great shot, Pat.
Good shot.
Nose for now.
Like to give away cake. Braden Muscowie.
Clean.
Little more.
Hold on.
Clean.
Hold on.
Just
Hold on.
clean.
Weight's
Easy.
nice.
Yeah,
Clean
nice
it.
weight.
Whoa,
Just,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
just
whoa.
light clean here, guys.
Just clean. Whoa.
Whoa.
No, no. No.
Good.
Good shot.
That's a little less weight, eh?
Yeah.
Nice shot.
boy.
Good shooting, buddy. Nice shots there, Moss.
Thanks. How are those weights?
Pretty good.
Shade more weight.
Yeah, just out here.
So let's think this through, Kathy. If you can keep the stone, if you're Bottcher in Canada, and keep it wide open here,
Roll it easy.
you'll take that blank. You'll have the hammer coming home.
Hard, Brad.
Right?
You will, and then you count
Solid.
on your hammer efficiency and what you've done this
run,
week
though.
and your ability to score
Good
two.
shot.
Shooting, Pat.
Thanks. Good shots.
Get to about there, eh?
Maybe one more then. Because he can still freeze.
You can, yeah.
And if he makes the freeze,
I like nose for now, because
I
if
do
he
too.
noses back, then we can sink one.
Yeah, yeah.
Come around his.
let's nose it.
Let's nose this.
All right. So perfect now, and still has the bye to come. Does Matt Dunstone? You win it though, and you will in fact clinch the group, and then he'll close out against Colton Flash and Saskatchewan in a rematch of the Saskatchewan final. In fact, the bye for Dunstone will be this evening. Pool A playing twice today, and then just the lone game tomorrow afternoon.
Little more than you, boss.
Okay, well then. Well then. Well then. Clean.
Whoa.
It's a hard
Off.
easy.
Off.
Not rolling out, boys.
Get off it.
Pound hard, eh? Yeah.
Just a bit. Nice shot.
Good shot. Joe, Matty.
Good shot, bud. Good. Way to go. Are we trying?
I mean, pretty much where we got to hit it.
Kind of looks like it with the ice.
Well, you have two choices.
So now let's look at
We got to give it a go. The depth is pretty
the
good. and we
Bottcher
can get it over
schedule.
there.
Dunstone right now. And then Cooey tonight, closing out against Newfoundland and Labrador. And you are coming in with 5 straight wins. And now you're looking at Saskatchewan. They're sitting there at 2. If they could win out suddenly, you know, it becomes more of a little bit of a mess, or I was going to say pickle, but only 3 teams. Medium. That's the key.
Yep, solid medium.
Well, 2 choices. One is that you nose or you roll a little bit to the far side, but this call is to roll behind the corner.
Sorry, won't get there.
Pretty solid.
And you saw the record there, the outstanding record he has in round robin play. And that's why, of course, he had those 3 silvers and then last year the gold.
Okay.
Brendan Bottcher.
What do you guys like?
They're good with whatever we like.
If you're feeling this, I don't mind that.
I think it's just situation. Like,
if we want to talk about it,
like
or if you want to play the hit and roll, I think you got to go with your gut, Matty.
Yeah, let's make them know.
So like this? Or do this is your preference too, eh? Okay, so what do we got to do here?
Is there enough room there?
There is, yeah, for sure. Like if we touch that, we're nowhere close to buried, right?
How's that look?
That looks really good to me.
So here's a team that knows their analytics.
It's identical spot as we just.
They're going to try to bury behind that stone.
Yep.
And are prepared to risk that Brendan Bottcher won't make the run back for 2, and even if they do, they will be 1 down with, and Matt's very comfortable with that. Likes that far better.
Maybe a broom more
than playing the hit and allowing the potential blank and giving that hammer to his opponent.
Now, the other one we thought was maybe just even going behind, because that stone, the shot rock now is just top edge of the 8. Just biting, why not go behind the corner guard?
Because if you're not perfect, Brendan Bottcher could even split that stone to maybe have 2 stones in the 8-foot. So you don't want to hand him 2. You want to make him work for 2.
Now the thing is the amount of curl here. More gentle because you're just in a little tighter. Would you ever gone out wide with the in-turn?
I think you've got more room on this side. It's
Close.
more predictable.
T-line,
It's thrown in this path far more often.
Back 4, T-line.
Here we go.
Line's good.
Final stone for Matt Dunstone.
Back 4.
Going to try and make Bottcher earn it.
T-line.
Middle room.
Back 4.
Right to back 8.
Right to my broom, guys.
Hard.
Look at this.
Hard, don't stop.
Keep curling.
Hard,
Keep
don't
going.
stop.
Keep going. Keep going.
Look at
Very
that.
nice.
Wow.
As good as you can do.
Goodness gracious.
Overhooked it a bit too.
Really good, boys.
As good as you can do. Attaboy.
Attaboy.
For someone who had really no feel initially. Remember, he came up light on that draw on the stolen 2.
Hard.
Well, Matt Dunstone's a great player. There's no question about it. And he came short early on, but once he got draw weight,
Great sweep, guys.
and that stone is deep enough that this is not an automatic, this run back.
He's halfway.
Despite that first miss, his draws are 88%, so he finds it there. Here we go. It's a huge shot right now.
Easy. Yep.
Shot rock belongs to Dunstone. Brendan Bottcher. Decent.
Clean up.
Mark Jensen calling line.
Clean.
Run it back. Hello, you got 2. So the gamble doesn't pay off for Dunstone.
Nice. Good.
Team Canada will get their deuce.
It was a great throw, but Matt Dunstone, by playing that call, says, I want hammer, and I'll take it if I'm 1 down.
Okay.
And that's what he is.
And we'll see now if the analytics pay off.
Tight.
We're just 2/3.
Line's tight.
Watching the lead stone
Line's
of
okay now.
Team Canada's
Line's
Carrick
good.
Martin
Line's good.
on this Wednesday
It's
morning.
always
Tim
straight.
Hortons Brier from Lethbridge.
It's always straight. Line's fine. Line's
So team
fine.
wild
Line's
card.
fine.
Checking the numbers, believing the numbers. Went behind, the run back made, and Bottcher gets his deuce to take the lead. 7-6, but that all-important last rock here in 10, the hammer, belongs to Dunstone.
And this is why. So there's their hammer efficiency. 3 for 5 today.
Just
what
line,
it
we're
says
top
and
four.
how he
Line's
called or
perfect.
what he
Line's
made on his
good.
final stone is that he knows that when he has hammer in his hand,
nose, hard.
he is
Hard.
effective more often than
Hard,
not
gotta go.
and wants it.
Freeze. You can't stop. We're just freezing it. You just
Go
can't
then.
stop. You just can't stop. You just can't stop.
Hard. Get it there. Get it there.
Good. That's good for now.
Good, Deuce.
It's pretty, bud. Shoot. Good sweeping, Moss. Corner and freeze it? What do you think?
That corner freeze is pretty good. Could make.
There's a 1.5 foot of separation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
If you go here, he's going to run it back and kick it behind the guard. I almost don't mind throwing a high center.
Sure.
I'm good with that too.
Yeah, whatever you see. Okay. We're good for time? Yeah, we're good.
So if you come around as you look at that picture and you corner freeze on the yellow, when Matt runs it back, the yellow's going to squirt naturally behind the corner guard. And so knowing that, the choice now is the longer guard.
Wolf line, Pat. We don't
One up without, you have to play the end almost to steal.
It's trying.
If anything, card.
Line's getting there. It's
anything,
always
Carrick.
Carrick a little.
Always Carrick Martin to help it over.
Right
Finish
to
it,
stop.
finish it, finish
Hard
it.
to stop. Hard to stop. Hard to stop. That's a good shot, Brad. Very good.
Nice sweep, Carrick.
Halfway.
Kirk Myers.
Whoa. Back weight.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Little heavy.
Close.
Pretty good.
Clean.
Close.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Easy.
Whoa.
Little heavy.
Clean. Whoa.
Pound hard.
Off then.
It's just a pound hard.
They wanted to keep that in the rings, remember? This was the chip. He needs this to stop, settle down.
Beauty.
Well, the one thing that you noticed is that Matt Dunstone's team does not buy into the carving theory. And so if it's not going where it wants, they usually leave it. Most teams you'll hear carve, as you mentioned earlier, Vic.
The side should be good speed.
Not used by the Dunstone team.
Split center.
Brad Thiessen.
Whoa. Whoa.
Room.
We're halfway. Halfway.
Whoa.
Half.
Whoa.
Room.
Lot of room.
We're pretty
It's
tight.
okay.
Now Jansen
Okay, we're pretty tight.
Okay.
trying
Line's
to
good now.
help it
Line's
over.
good.
Still Pat.
Yeah.
We're tight.
Yeah, we're real tight.
Line's good. Anywhere in here is good.
That's good.
And right
Good
to
shot.
the brush.
You're trying to go over the top. Try and go over the top. Just clip it.
Don't want to jam, right?
Yeah.
That's when they straight peel through the hole.
I almost like easy weight here.
Yeah, easy, normal. If we hit it through the hole, not the
Yeah,
worst.
straight peel for now is fine.
Yeah, just play it cautious.
Throw just smooth, Kirk.
Just smooth and like a half a stone if I get lucky to touch it.
2/3. 2/3 makes this.
You know, this is a point that was made earlier
You just throw good, smooth. Here
in
we
the
go.
week. You don't, because of the liveliness of the stones and how good the ice is, you don't have to, as Russ often says, break the stones.
No, you don't.
So by just take, you'll still get the same result. You don't
clean,
have
clean.
to throw it into the parking lot.
And it's more predictable with less weight. In this case, they were fine just to peel it off, and that's what's happened.
I don't know if you can. Good, buddy. Just enough room. Just enough.
Thanks, guys.
And we have another final, the last, as Ontario will pick up the win as they close with a couple and win it 7-3. So Glenn Howard 2-4. And the young team of Vincent Young from Newfoundland and Labrador now 1-5.
Halfway tight. Easy. It's always Brad's. Hard, Brad.
2/3.
Hard, Brad.
We're just 2/3.
Hard, Brad.
Yep, go ahead, Brad.
Go ahead. Now just for depth. Yeah. Just get it in here. Get it in here. Good shot, Pat. Very good.
Good.
Nice.
Nice.
2/3, 3/4.
Shot. Very good.
Trying to blast both of those red guards.
Hard. Hard.
Hi, buddy.
Hard. Go. Real hard. Whoa.
Trade Muscowie.
I don't know. Roll deuce.
That's okay.
Okay.
6-1.
Okay.
Shoot. Good throw.
Gonna leave that center still there.
Ever hit the back one?
Right now he's got the bread in off for 2.
Those are lined up like big time.
That's a good shot.
Okay.
Medium.
I like
Medium.
Clean. Air solid. Whoa, whoa. Curl.
Jensen looking to roll it towards the center line. They were.
That'll play, Pat.
And they'll
All
lose
good.
it out the side.
Good.
So how does this change things now for Dunstone? In a game that's really been terrific from first rock, as you might expect, 2 undefeated teams. And then, of course, you look at that first draw of his back in the 4th for Dunstone came up light. Then the run backs, the chances given back and forth, and that's how we sit here, 7-6. And the difference really has been a struggling Braden Muscowie, whose lowest game in the event, 84%. Game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yes. Whoa.
Don't touch it.
Ooh, now, and
weird.
look at that, where that shooter rolled to. Is
was
it
so
overlapped just a little bit?
So
Can't
close,
use
too.
it, maybe.
That's
Maybe something to
think
get
that's all right.
behind, too.
That's totally fine.
It picked, over curled, and then it backed off, under curl.
Hasn't been his best day, for sure.
Well, Matt still has
Missed it,
that
had it,
thin
missed it,
red as you
had it.
see him lining it up right now on the outside to get to the inside double for the
higher the better.
potential 2.
Speed's good.
All right, so you want to take that
I took a
away.
broom less because you guys were just.
Well, right
on
now
the
you
center
just
line,
want to
so-
guard and protect the obvious stone.
Just easy weight.
But Matt's assuming that Brendan's going to make this, so he's looking at what are my options for 2.
A little light.
Line's a little tight.
Yeah, we're not
A
heavy.
little light.
Oh, line's good.
Whoa,
Line's
whoa, whoa, whoa. Line's good.
good.
Halfway.
Line's good.
Skip
Halfway.
Stones and Bottcher.
Probably
Good.
even with
curl.
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 Line.
Curl.
Gotta curl.
Yep. Go, Brad.
Still.
Hard, Brad.
Hard. Easy.
Hard.
That's good.
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 Shot.
So you've got that in off, correct? If you're a Dunstone.
Just a
Do
pound
you
heavy, but
leave it?
You do.
That's okay.
Even though it could be taken away from you.
That's good, buddy.
Well, because right now he's going to do nose, nose, nose,
Okay.
and remove the red stone and leave himself lying 1.
Okay.
Easy weight.
If the Bottcher guard were longer, Vic,
He may go.
you might be thinking about it earlier.
Yeah.
He's got to almost plant it though to make it good. Like plant the red one in there.
If you get it right to the nose, the yellow removes the red and can roll to the left as you look at it behind those corners.
And we loop one.
Yeah.
So they're saying the same thing. So in fact, it does go. The Yellowstone does squish under the staggered guards,
Just
and
easy.
they'll loop around.
Whoa.
Here we go.
Light easy.
Dunstone's
Hard,
hers.
heavy board. Off.
Myers.
Light easy. Off.
Muscowie calling line. Back. Touch it. Oh, and he'll run it by. And it'll spill out the back. Sitting 3 now is Bottcher.
Tough one, Matty. Hell of a throw.
You see the difference. I don't know very many top teams that on that would not have been trying to
good throw, man.
carve and move that stone over because he only needed to move a
run
little bit
back's not
more
Super tough. He just
to
threw
get
it.
what he was asking.
Good throw.
And if we end up slipping just around, that doesn't change
here.
much.
He's going to have to play the bump and stick.
Yeah, like this.
Well, I think the best
that.
place we can put it is just right beside it.
Yeah. I think that forces him to this.
Then he's playing the run double, and you got to get cute where you hit it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we end up looping it around, then he's playing the run.
That's not bad, but I guess.
No.
That what we.
Yeah, I mean, really in this lineup is pretty good.
Yeah, right here.
Those are pretty different shots.
Yeah. I think I'm kind of with Botch. Like that's probably the call.
That's it's whatever you're seeing.
If you think we're a pound heavy, we're right there.
Yeah, I like all three of those.
Yeah. And if we're going to be a pound heavy, then let's just carve it. Like I don't want to leave him a 3/4 half later.
Like
May as well bury it.
Yep.
We were just edge 8, right?
I had you just outside, like right there.
Do you like that for this one?
Well, they know that right now Matt has that. And so if you place your stone right here, if Matt plays that, it's tough. When those stones are side by each, to actually sit in the crotch is really tough. But you've also heard that if they're a little bit of a pound heavy, they're going to sweep this and take it back so that they make it as tough as they can for Matt.
Already sitting 3 without last draw. Leading by 1, Brendan Bottcher's last.
Okay. Yep. Whoa.
Placement is huge.
Clean.
Top 4.
Whoa.
I think
line's good.
Maybe almost top button.
Whoa, line's good.
Top button, I think. Whoa. No.
Curl.
Can't.
Curl.
Oh, dear. So sort of caught in between. They wanted to go right around if...
It touched it?
I think it might have touched.
It did. I think you're right. It did.
Shoot.
So watch as it comes in.
Right in the ballpark. If we chunk a millimeter more of it and spin to right beside
right there. Yeah.
If he hits, as he says, if it hits a millimeter more and spins and stops just to the right, really tough shot. If it doesn't touch at all, really tough shot.
Well, yeah, because I mean, if he goes behind, then it's a cold draw. If he stops top, he can't bang it on the nose because he's not going to be the shot stone.
You're right. Well, for Matt Dunstone, gambled in 9, wanted last rock coming home. He's got it. Still has a tough shot, though, for 1 to force the extra. Just soft weight, can't afford to roll.
He has to stay basically in the full 4. Final stone on the way.
Line's good.
Matt Dunstone. And
Back 8.
Kidby has him early.
Clean.
Back 4.
Whoa. Gonna have to go. Clean.
Back 4. Back 8.
Still
half
with
in
it.
the back 8.
Kelly calling line.
Half in the back 8.
Gotta go.
Gotta get it there. Tap it back and sit. Tap it back, sit down, move it far enough. Oh, yes, on the tie.
Well, great call by Dustin Kidby. All along he kept saying, we're going to have to go, we're going to have to go. And if not for that brushing.
So we're going to go one more. Bottcher, though, will have that last rock in the extra.
The Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Yep, just leave it. I think try and get it tight. That's good. It's sweet, boy.
Well, what else would you expect? So much on the line. 2 undefeated teams. Chance to clinch first place if you're Dunstone. And we're going to go to an extra in a 7-7 tie. And Team Canada with last rock. And it's important. This is only the 3rd extra end game of round robin in the event. And in the previous 2, they were both won by the team with the hammer.
Clean.
Yep, hard breath.
Well, and if you remember in the beginning when I talked about keys to victory, Matt Dunstone's team have been thieves this week. They have been able to steal. Second most amongst the field, and so that's what they're going to need to do to add to that number.
Yeah, a couple of lovely picks, or ticks rather, by Card Martin.
Halfway. Have to.
And I think some may question Matt's decision in
Go ahead.
9,
This
but
is
you need
curling
to
early, guys.
remember
Yeah, we're
that
halfway, maybe.
there's-
Line's good.
the strategy is
Hard.
not the issue
Line's
if the
real good.
execution wasn't
Hard.
there. And in 10,
Line's perfect for the shot.
the Dunstone team had opportunities to make some shots, to put a lot of
Little bit
pressure, to
yet.
sure to,
Little bit.
and they just didn't
Hey,
make
little
them.
bit.
It doesn't
Easy,
mean
easy.
the decision in 9 was
Whoa.
bad, but you have to execute in 10.
Nice spot, Kirk.
Good sweeping, boys.
Interesting there that
job.
The intent wasn't even to get to the rings for Myers. It was just to add to the pile of stones.
You bet. And trying to create stones that are closer to the house, because the long ones with a hack weight you can remove.
Clean. Yep.
Good outing for Brad.
Yep. Oh, I missed it. Good throw, Brad.
Good.
I curled quite a bit.
Yeah, it almost looked like it picked. He's looking pretty thin.
I was just tweeting that.
Line's at hair snug. 2/3. Hard.
Are they going this time?
Hard, guys.
I'm close, guys, aren't
Yes,
I?
I think so.
Where are we
Top 8. Hard. Line's running real nice here. You got room.
Here's.
You got room.
Go, go.
Get it right to tee on this line here.
We're close to tee.
Line's really nice, boys.
Line's perfect.
Just
I
about
think we're
tee.
okay for line. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Boy, Kirky.
Oh, Kirk Myers right around.
Good job, guys.
Yeah. Bye, boy.
Just wondering. Like,
You'd have to almost miss it to stuff it on this
No,
rock.
no. Like, same throw that Brad just threw.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
like my intern.
Go short side.
Yeah.
And so Team Canada will continue to whack away at these guards, remove them.
Yep.
Right now, Brendan has to outdraw stones in the 8-foot.
Gotta go.
Caught it? No, runs it by.
Good.
And then just
Good,
leaves
Brad.
those corners. The shot rock is exposed now, though.
Good sweep, Kirk.
Inside out. Nope. Not good.
Line here.
Are we same speed here or just a hair better?
Just running
Even
nice.
leave it edge on edge.
Sure.
Just running a hair better.
Yeah, I agree.
2/3.
Well, the numbers have come up, Vic.
Yeah.
Good line.
2/3
Yeah,
tight.
Okay.
I'd
rather still not, off
Okay,
his,
we're just
never
gonna
have
straight
to.
cap this on this.
His
we're two
lowest
thirds.
of the
Wait,
week,
wait, line's good.
84.
2/3.
Line's real good.
Line's great.
Lowest
Really
of the
good
week.
line.
Off to
End
the
of the
cup
cup.
here.
End of the really good line.
Just
He's had a couple of shots
Line's
that
perfect.
Whoa.
would
Good
go
now.
through a hole, would get
Great spot.
all or
Shot.
nothing, and would
Good
get
job, Moss.
nothing.
Play, Moss.
Attaboy. Good job.
And for Matt Dunstone, hoping here by placing it on that side that in trying to remove the stone at the back, that maybe Pat will leave the shooter, and if anything, it might roll towards the center to give him a better guard.
I mean, I'm thinking that
Whoa. Yep.
Brendan Bottcher
Whoa.
isn't upset here. He's got lots of room. He's got lots of ways to get to the B-shot stone.
Thanks, Scott.
Good throw, Pat.
Now, they were hoping that it would catch that biter on the outside. But as you say, Vic, they're out to the wings. No play in the 4-foot or really even in the 8-foot.
No,
Line's good.
High half.
it's going to
I'd like
plan
to
right
go.
now
Yep,
for
just go.
Team Canada and Brendan Bottcher with
Line's
last
really
rock
good.
in this
Just go.
7-7 tie.
Line's good. Just keep going.
Go till it stops.
Keep working it. Line's great.
Just keep going
We're
till
getting
it stops
good.
here, guys.
Easy now. Easy now.
Nope, don't stop. Gotta keep going.
Okay.
Hard,
easy.
hard, hard. Keep going.
That's pretty good.
Great spot.
Nice shot.
Head butt. Nice sweep, guys.
Good pair, bud.
Shot.
Very nice.
You got it, Pat. Yep.
Peeling it away from the center. May catch the one on the outside, but doesn't want to risk leaving a better guard, and so that's why it's all outside in throws.
Shoot him, Pat.
Yeah, great shot.
Nicely done.
Shoot. Yep.
Nice.
Oh, 3 feet out of the rings, eh?
Maybe just cheated
Yeah. If
All right,
anything.
so
If anything,
take us through the scenario here.
Well, here's your teaser. You throw a guard.
Yep.
Anything more that way. Just
Because
a
that's
little more.
super thin
Let Matt
form, and
finish.
he could nut it
Sure.
here, right?
Yeah, sure.
And we're kind of edge
Yeah.
on edge.
So you want to be right at the depth of the H almost, eh?
Yeah,
like the
that works
Horton?
really good, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think just biting center.
Yeah. How's that look?
Looks really good.
I do see him.
Maybe a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Thinking that in the course of peeling, maybe it goes here, and then it happens to do one of the famous twirlies
Right, kind of bottom of the cup
and
depth.
stay there. When he says bottom of the cup, they're trying to make sure that in the process
rather nice, yeah.
of removing it, maybe they get a jam. And with the center guard, there's not a chance that Brendan Bottcher is going to be concerned about either of the stones in the house. He will chase that guard. He's probably thinking about draw weight. It had been since the fourth end that he'd thrown a draw, but then he threw one in 10. You remember that little graze, but had the 4-foot. And another very strong outing for Matt this morning.
This is the spot right here on my broom.
2/3. It's in the tight path here, guys.
Stick to my broom for weight.
We're 2/3.
I really like it here.
Yeah,
for
we're
depth.
right at your broom.
Okay,
Right on your broom.
put her on the broom for depth. Right to here. Pretty good. Probably a good spot.
Good.
And again, right on the X.
Good, Maddie. Good.
Nice shot, Matty.
Hi, boy.
Half it. Shot. Steady in center when we hit.
So here they are. They're lining up to remove not only the guard, but the stone in the house. And Matt hoping he catches it a little bit thick and it spins to a place that he can guard.
Yeah. Yep. Hard.
Boy, out of his hand. They called him quickly.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
I'll avoid here any kind of jam. Look out. Oh, and he got away with it.
He almost got everything.
Shot, Brendan.
Nice.
Shot, Brendan.
Easy line call on that one. Throw it tight.
Sweep it.
Just go hard.
Oh, music.
Full hit.
Nice day out there today, too, right?
So where do you put it? Well, the decision is to place it over into the 8-foot area.
Split tee.
Thinking that maybe that's a spot that curls. He just threw his intern tight. Force him to throw the intern again. Or I think he might just ignore it and play the draw.
Yeah, 6 feet more.
And how appreciative is it, crowd? I've watched a wonderful game here between Team Canada and Dunstone as he gets ready to throw his last.
Should be, yeah.
Line's good. Tee.
Copy.
Go
Right
tee
to
or
tee,
a little
boys.
better even. Like to be tee or back 4.
Okay. Top 4.
Okay,
Right to
back.
tee here.
Get to the tee.
Line's really
Get it
good.
to the tee. If you're gonna miss tee. Have a look.
Line's really good.
Deuces now.
Go, boys. Just go.
Yeah, just keep going.
Just go.
Every inch of
Just
depth.
go.
Keep going.
Hard.
Keep going. More.
Good shot.
Good job, guys.
Great shot.
And to the tee.
Haven't seen much here either. Good spot.
Now, just keep your eye. I mean, listen, never have to prepare for the eventuality. They are sitting too. There is that little outside biter. So it's
like all the curl is out wide.
got to be hit, stick, and if you roll, you can't roll too far. They're rolling out would give the game to Dunstone. For the win. And to hand Dunstone his first loss to remain undefeated. Team Canada, Brendan Bottcher.
Hard, Kirk!
Oh, here they go, staying with it. Karek Martin on the way, and he'll hold it for him. And there it is for a 6th straight win. Team Canada.
What a wonderful, entertaining game. We knew that in this pool, so many tough teams.
Good one. Yeah, nice play.
And for Dunstone, wild card 2, missing the opportunity to clinch first place. So Bottcher goes on top. Now keep in mind, if they should end up tied, Bottcher and Dunstone, Bottcher would get the position because of the win today. Coming up this afternoon, we'll turn our attention to Pool B here at the Tim Hortons Brier.
So what an opportunity, Brad Jacobs. And move that red sideways. What a shot. Mark Kennedy. 1, 2, and 3 disappear. What a shot.
Catch it. Good.
Back.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Right now, shot rock belongs to Guju. You got this? Have you got this? Oh, you do. Wonderful. Mike McEwen. And we will see Mike McEwen this afternoon against Brad Jacobs, as McEwen desperate to keep himself alive, trying to avoid a 3rd loss against Jacobs at 5-1. 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Terrific game on this Wednesday morning. It ends up a Bottcher win. The Tim Hortons Brier from Lethbridge is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.